What's a Negro spiritual if your ego's killing you? Guess there's much to be desired at a vampire's interview. Tired amongst liars, my desires are cynical. Howard Zinn like when the pin strike gold. We at the pinnacle, they'll tear you apart just so they can reassemble you and
All right.
Thank you for tuning in to the Wave Report. It's your boy Joe Waters, a.k.a.
It's your man Tremonte, Dark Matter, Wave Report. Shout out to YJ. Niggas never here. But hopefully he here because we got to pull him in on this.
Yeah,
man.
YJ, I hope by the end of this episode, YJ is here.
Yeah.
So he can give his list off. So, all right. So first and foremost, I want to welcome everybody to the episode. So what we're going to be talking about today is we're going to be talking about hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Some list came out this week, or whenever
Right.
you're watching this episode, a list came out of the top 50 rappers of all time.
Uh-huh.
We ain't doing 50 rappers, okay? That's a long time to develop all of that.
Right.
But what we are going to do is we're going to talk about 10, like the top 10 hip-hop artists for us.
Okay.
Now, what we want to do is we don't want to be disrespectful and just make this an opinionated thing and just exclude certain things. So that's why we need people like Patrick Belair to, tune in. That's why we need people who have hip-hop knowledge to tune in. So if y'all know him, tag him. That'd be a nice person to tag. But what we're going to do is we're going to address 20. We're going to take 20. We're going to put 20 on the board and we're going to start shaving people off. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give my 20. YJ, since YJ isn't here, but he's going to give us his 20. He's going to maybe type it in if he possibly can. And then Tremonte is going to give us his 20.
Yeah.
We're going to take the people that we're going to have a conversation on who should be in that 20 first and foremost. And then we're going to start cutting down. By the end of this list, somebody going to feel disrespected.
Yeah.
Somebody going to feel left out.
Yeah.
Somebody going to get their feelings hurt.
Yeah.
So, with no further ado, Tremonte, you got a list of 20 hip-hop artists right now for you, all time.
Yeah.
What's that list looking like? In no order, no particular order.
I'm going to give out my 10 first. I got Nas.
No, give me the 20, give me the 20, give me the 20.
All right. Well, I'm going to order the 10. I'm going to give you the 20. Nas, Jay. That's Jehovah. Nas, Jay, Pac, DMX,
Okay.
Scarface, Rakim.
Okay.
For those of you youngsters who don't know who Rakim is,
You're trash.
he changed the way people rap.
Yeah.
Eminem in his prime, Andre 3000. You know I'm not the biggest Andre 3000 fan, but I'm being objective here. Common, Ghostface,
100%.
got 3-4 classics,
Facts.
and I got Biggie here. And then I have Rick Ross.
Okay.
I actually have Method Man and Redman in the same thing. Because it's like, it's real tough to just
tough.
pick one over the other.
We got to leave groups out.
Okay.
Because we can have a conversation. Next week could be about groups.
Okay.
We got to leave groups out.
Okay, bet.
So pick one. You got to pick one.
If we just going off like impact, I got to go Method Man.
Okay.
Okay, we got Black Thought. For those of you who don't listen to the Roots. I got Kiss on here.
Okay.
I got Kendrick. Talking about top 20, I got Kendrick.
10-4.
I got Wayne. And Wayne may not have like a really, really solid classic album. We just talking about impact.
He got a 3 cult classes.
No, he do. He got 3 cold classics.
He got
That's
cult
for sure.
classics.
That's for sure.
For sure.
And his run from like 07 to 010,
That lighter flick? Yeah.
nothing like it. Seen
He
in
had
history.
presence. He definitely had the
I
presence.
got LL Cool J,
Okay.
and I got T.I. on here. Top 20. I got T.I.
Wow.
I got T.I. That's probably my outlier. I got T.I. on here. I like T.I. a lot.
Okay.
So what's yours?
Whoa! Time out. So somebody said. So before I go forward, somebody said. I won't say who because you people watching on YouTube won't be able to understand. But somebody said that Will Smith was in their top 20.
Right. But you know.
Can an argument be made for
Yeah.
Will Smith being?
Yeah.
Because if you really think about it, Will Smith might have been the first artist to, from the first word to the end of the word of a stanza, made it rhyme.
Yeah.
Will Smith literally, his cadence was every word of the second line had the rhyme with every word of the first line. I can't even clown it, to be honest.
Yeah.
He ain't been nowhere near my top 20, but I can't clown it if somebody's got him there. So,
Yeah.
my top 20, and I ain't gonna hold you, I cheated. When I say I cheated, I got 23. Anyway,
Okay.
so I got in no particular order. I got Jay-Z. That would be Iceberg Slim.
Yeah.
I got Eminem, Slim Shady. I got Nasir Jones. Before he made that album with his dad or whatever, it was trash. I got Tupac. I got Biggie. I got Rakim. Eric B and Rakim.
Yeah.
I got Jada.
Right.
I got Scarface.
Okay.
Now, by the way, that was Jada Kiss of the Locks.
Yeah.
D Block represent. Post Bad Boy Jada.
Yeah.
I got Andre 3000. See, I can't do groups here, so Big Boy, I apologize.
understand.
You're gonna be left off my
Yeah.
list. Now, when we talk about groups, they're gonna be very high
Top
in my
five.
top 3.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
Top
It may
five.
not be number 2. Anyway, I got Lil Wayne. 500 Degrees all the way through until maybe about the Carter 4. That was an epic Lil Wayne. I got Common. Hey, listen.
They forget about my boy.
Listen, bro. B was one of those.
Classic.
Bro. He
Classic.
got some classics. I got DMX. Your
mm,
list ain't valid.
Top 5, dead or
Your
alive.
top 20 list ain't valid if it ain't no DMX.
X,
in it.
man.
I got Lupe Fiasco
Yeah.
in my top 20.
Yeah.
I got Ghostface in my top 20. I got Kendrick. I got Redman. I got Busta Rhymes, who gets
He get forgotten.
severely
He
disrespected.
get forgotten.
I got Black Thought.
Yeah.
And I got Royce the 5'9". Now here's my cheating.
You pick Redman over Meth?
I did.
Okay.
I did. Lyrically,
It's there. It's
Yeah.
even, so I can understand.
Yeah. So now I cheated because I added 3 more. Now my 3 more was Big Boy from Outkast.
Yes,
He's
yes.
got the man.
Severely
He can
underrated.
create. I got Cool G Rap.
They don't know about Cool G
cannot-
Rap.
I cannot disrespect.
Technical skill, they don't know about Cool G
Not
Rap.
disrespect the
They
game.
don't know
that
about
way.
Cool G Rap.
And did I say Black Thought was in my? Oh, I got J. Cole.
I understand that.
Now the reason why J. Cole is not going to be in my official top 20, there's a weakness that I believe J. Cole has.
What's that?
He can't make hooks to save his life.
I can see where you're coming from.
J. Cole can really rap, though.
I don't completely agree, but I know where you're coming from. I see where you're coming from when you say that. I do.
He can really rap, and he has made.
That's not his strong suit.
No, but what J. Cole has done is he has made a career out of taking whatever those weaknesses were and hiding, like, you don't even care about it.
Right.
When you get a J. Cole record, you don't care about it. It's a vibe, it's bars, it's dope, it's fire. You got everything you needed from it. So, J. Cole is my number 2. He's in the 23, but he's not in my top 20. Now,
I got you.
it doesn't mean he can't get there. It doesn't mean he can't get there. So, we asked some of our viewership to give us some of their list. And what were we seeing on when we asked the people to tell us some of the people in their top 20? I seen some did we see? What did Nate? I think one of our viewers, shout out to Israel. He had a dope list. Man, we had a bunch of people in it. I seen somebody put Snoop in their list.
Somebody had Snoop, somebody had Fab.
put Fabulous in their list. AZ was in their list.
Israel had Tech 9 on his list.
He had Tech 9. So here's why I can never discredit Tech 9. There is a legion of people. One of them watches our show. Shout out to Second Chance. There's a legion of people who, do we call it double timing?
You can call it that.
But there's a legion of people who can really, really rap and put words together, and the tempo of the beat does not matter. The tempo of the beat does not matter.
Okay.
Tech 9 was probably one of the biggest influences within that culture.
Right.
To actually, I'm not going to say he fathered the style, but he is one of the biggest influences in that culture.
True.
And influence has to have value in hip hop. Because Rakim created a style that everybody started using.
Everybody.
But he was great. He was
Yeah.
good at what he did. But we got to give him credit for the influence he had on that game. So Tech 9, I'm not mad at. I'm not mad at. Now, if somebody put Eazy-E in their list, I can't respect it. I couldn't
Not
respect
before
it.
Ice Cube, man.
Ice Cube should be in the list,
Yeah.
but he kept rapping after he should have stopped. Like, if Ice Cube stopped after what was it? What movie was We Be Clubbing? If he stopped rapping after Players Club, maybe he's in my list.
Okay.
But you know the why
He had a couple good albums after that, though. Not all of them. I ain't gonna say all of them.
he just has moments where it's like there was a song with Little John, the grand finale. that song had Ice Cube, T.I., Jada, Nas.
Okay.
Ice Cube clearly had the worst ever verse on that song. I wanted to cut the song off, but like it was a bad verse, and he's
Okay.
had some bad moments.
Okay.
But unlike Lil Wayne, he hasn't had more great moments than like it's not a balancing effect.
I understand what you
It's
said.
not a balancing effect. So, all right, here we go. Let's talk about it.
Okay. So
You
out of your list, your top 10.
who's a certified lock who's a certified lock in 5? Give me 5 locks.
Five locks. I can't give you 5 locks. 'Cause
Okay.
Everybody 5, but I can give you at
Who's a
least
lock?
3.
Who's a lock? I need
Jay
a-
Z is a lock.
So Jay-Z-
If you don't have Jay Z, and I'm not a Jay Z fanatic, but I respect what Jay Z. If you don't have Jay Z in your top 5,
Yeah, Jay's a lock.
I just can't.
Jay's a
I
lock.
can't. If you're younger than probably 25, I can see why. But if you're old enough to know what Jay Z has done over the course of his career, and you don't
Yeah,
have
that's
him,
a fact.
it's because you don't like him.
Yeah.
I can't respect that.
So Jay-Z is a lock.
Jay-Z.
He's a lock on the list.
Nas.
Nas is a lock.
Now
on
Nas,
the
I am a
list.
fanatic. Just if you put Nas at his peak rhyming, I'm not talking about rhyming words because that's Eminem's thing.
Okay.
But just creatively rhyming backwards, concepts, skill, cadence. He don't pick the best beats. I'll admit that. But if you just put him rhyming in his zone, you won't find many people who are ever born that can rap better than Nas. Even today, you won't find people that rap better than Nas.
So
When Illmatic came out, Nas was rapping like it was 2020 in 1994.
That's a fact.
People still don't rap like that.
yeah.
Nas should be a lock. Now, if you say I don't like Nas because his style may come off boring, he doesn't wow you with the production, I can understand that. But I'm just speaking as an MC of
Gotcha.
him just rapping.
Well, when we put this out, so we gotta. It's also important to make sure the listeners and the viewers are heard. When we put this out to our listeners and viewers, a lot of what I saw was there was a lot of Eminem on people's list. There was
Okay.
a lot of Jay-Z. There was a lot of Nas. We had one person who said Joe Budden was really in their top 5. Let me ask you the question. I need you to be devil's advocate. Why? How could you sell me on Joe Budden being a lock in the top 5? What is so great about Joe Budden that he should be on somebody's top? It's somebody's lock.
I can't sell you. Now, I'm a big Joe fan.
Me too.
All the Mood Musics, Padded Room, Joe Budden album, all the mixtapes, Loose Quarter. I'm a very avid Joe Budden fan.
Okay.
But when you mention top 5, you're really talking about the impact on the culture.
Correct.
You're really talking about the impact on the culture.
Okay.
Joe Budden as an MC, dead nice. Dead nice. He done been through it with everybody.
Facts.
He not afraid to give you 150 bars at the drop of a dime. He not afraid at all. I can't sell you on him impactfully intruding upon a top 5 and staying there.
Okay.
Now, if you just put him on a track versus somebody, there's a big probability he will have a better verse depending on who's on the track.
Simple.
But 5 though, over Jay, Nas, Eminem, even Biggie, Pac, I cannot. I can't see it, man.
So Jay, Nas,
right,
and you said Pac is a lock in your 3.
Pac
So-
has to be.
So
A lock.
we have. So when we went live, what we had was
Hold on. I don't mean to interject. I would even say, and you know how I feel about this, I would even say Biggie should be a lock in top 5. Even though I don't have him on my top 5, I would really say just for the impact that he had
In the
on
game.
New York and just period in his style, I would even say you could have him as a lock.
So when we did this live,
Uh-huh.
we had some people who were saying Andre 3000. Andre 3000 was a lock in the top 5. Now, I am going to be devil's advocate against that. The reason why I couldn't put Andre 3000 as a lock,
Solo album.
solo albums.
Yeah.
Now, here's the one thing I do not want to do. I do not want to cherry pick 20 through 10 for small flaws and then not carry that over for the top 10. So
Okay.
what I mean by saying that is, everybody, you got to have at least an album, 2 album minimum to be in this list. You understand what I'm saying? Like you got it. Like solo artists, imagine writing everything yourself.
Okay.
From beginning to end. From the first song all the way through until the last. That takes a lot of work.
A lot.
Now also imagine you write maybe 12 verses on a 20-track album instead of having to write almost 60 verses. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, most artists do 3 verses per song, 2 verses if it's a single.
Correct.
If you only have to write 1 verse and that's all you ever have to do, and you don't have the body of work to actually be able to do more than that, it's tough for me to put Andre 3000 in that list. Andre 3000 can definitely, there's an argument to be made. There's a place for him to be debated into the top 10.
Yeah.
But today, the catalog, the body of work as a solo artist is going to work against him.
You're right. You're right.
Now-
I agree.
Biggie's got to be a top. He's got to be a lock in my top 5 because of 3 things.
Okay.
Part of the criteria has to be impact on the game.
Yeah.
Biggie's impact on the game is very, very much undeniable.
Yeah.
A part of my criteria is success.
Uh-huh.
What Biggie was number 1. Biggie was really making money and really selling records. And let's be real, what we see in Bad Boy today, so a lot of that was off of his back.
I mean, all of it. I mean, almost all of it.
We don't really care about Diddy today if Biggie didn't give him like it was a perfect blend. You know what I mean? Like,
it was
Diddy
perfect.
was everything Biggie wasn't. So I gotta put Biggie in my list. Jay is in my list, but I gotta put. This is gonna feel disrespectful, but after running through this list, after running through all the criteria, Eminem is not in my top 5. He is not a lock to be in my top 5. A lot of this is the Biggie and Tupac factor.
Uh-huh.
I didn't get a chance to see them when they didn't have it no more.
Right.
Jay-Z kind of shows that you could be 45, 50, almost 50 years old and still have it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eminem, pretty much a year or 2 younger than Jay, doesn't have it anymore to the extent of which me as a hip-hop head would like to see him have it. Now, granted, putting words together is awesome. But you know who put words together in an amazing way and we don't care? Immortal Technique.
No, you're right.
He could put words together all day.
You're right.
But that Immortal Technique's not on my list.
I understand.
So for the reasons of, I need you to bring it like style.
Yeah.
See, style. You have to have a style that is acceptable.
Okay.
I can't put Eminem. If Eminem hung it up after the Eminem show, Eminem's on my list easy. But Eminem is not for today. I'm gonna hurt some hearts. Eminem may not be in my top 5. We'll talk about it when we get there.
I understand. He not in my top 5. He in my top 10. He in my top 10, but he not in my top 5 for similar reasons, but also because M's style caters to me, to who I am.
Yeah.
M kind of crazy. Not gonna say kind of crazy. He's a crazy person.
Yeah, facts.
He a lot of times records reveals his pain and what he's going through.
Yeah.
Similar to Royce.
Yeah.
You know, they brothers essentially. So that appeals to me more than like somebody like Biggie,
Right.
who
Yeah,
raps
that's a
about like almost like materialism in a way, but in such a cool way that it's just like I want to have that too.
Yeah.
So I understand, but the latter half of M's career has not been favorable to somebody like me.
Or me.
Biggie, I still think people overrate Biggie. I think people overrate him because of his death. I think almost every rapper who dies, the public generally overrates them to some degree because they died. Like they're greater than what they really were in a way. That doesn't take away from their greatness overall. But if I'm just being objective, I was listening to Biggie the other day. His style, man, it cannot be duplicated.
Nah.
Love Ross. I would even, in some instances, put Ross over Biggie just because Ross is, I mean this in a bad way, Ross is alive. So
Okay.
you can see his body of work.
I get you.
You know what I
Where you
mean?
coming from.
But you know who he got a style from.
With all that being said, I'm lying. Eminem is in my top 5. He's in my top 5 easy. I was fishing. I was reeling you in.
When you think about it, though,
nah,
man.
Yo, here's the reason why Em's in my top 5. So, no, I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna come back to that.
Okay.
We got 20 people on the list, bro.
Yeah.
You got 20.
Yeah,
I got 20.
You got 20.
Let's rank them. Who the heck is
After my 10. So
after your 10?
I got Biggie at 10.
Disrespectful.
So after
Disrespectful.
after 10, I don't have these in order. But after Biggie, who would I put there? Let me see.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
After Biggie, I would put Wayne. I can make an argument for Wayne being top 10 all time. Wayne's impact on the game. So you see everybody who's wearing dreads and skinny jeans and trying to. He created that, man. Wayne has his own style.
Okay.
He is lyrical. He has cult classics. He did sell millions of albums. He did it his own way.
Mm-hmm.
Wayne, this is an underrated quality of Wayne. When Wayne wants to, he can get conceptual. He did that on the Carter 3.
Okay.
He can get conceptual. I think he can rap with anybody, put him on a song.
Simple.
Except
for the new Rick Ross album. Trash.
He's very versatile. He can rap about anything at any given time.
Okay.
Wayne's been in the game a long time, and he sustained his likability for a long time. So he's not one of these people who like, I fell off. Wayne's always been there.
Yeah.
He still raps to a degree like he has something to prove to people. And his influence, we talked about influence earlier. His influence on hip-hop, bar none. I would actually, as far as his influence outside of maybe Rakim and Hov, I would put Wayne top 5 influence-wise.
So
Wayne influenced a whole generation of people to rap like him and dress like him and look like him.
I would argue and say Jay-Z did the same thing.
No, he did. That's what I said. Outside of Jay-Z and Rakim, I would put Wayne as top 5 as far as influence.
Influence?
Can you name 3 other people who influenced the game better than Lil Wayne outside of Jay-Z and Rakim?
Tupac. Or three people in addition before that? I'm going to say Tupac.
I give you Pop.
I'm going to say Scarface.
I don't know.
You don't... Bro, we
He's
live
my
in the
top
South.
Scarface is my top 5.
We live in the South. We live in the South. And I'm going to say...
He's my top 5. All right.
And I'm going to say Andre 3000.
I can't give you Andre 3000 influence.
You can't put Wayne. You can't put Wayne on the list. He took a lot of Wayne's style came from a certain member.
You're right. You're right. I ain't gonna lie. But I think his influence on the game as a
Snoop
whole.
had a bigger influence than Wayne.
I gave you Snoop. I forgot all about it.
Snoop had a bigger influence than Wayne.
I came front. I gave you the Snoop thing. I forgot all about Snoop.
Yeah, I can't forget about Snoop. Snoop had a bigger influence than Wayne.
No, I can't.
You know, hold on. Am I being disrespectful by not having Snoop in my top 20?
No, he had ghostwriters. He admitted he had ghostwriters. No.
You know what? This is supposed to be disrespectful anyway. So.
Oh, also, well, I can't even. You think Drake has a bigger influence than Wayne? He might. He might. What I think about it. Just influence. People love him, man.
I think Drake definitely has a bigger influence than Wayne, but I think it's not like
quality-wise, it's not
right.
Yeah,
like we got some dope. Like Jay influenced Wayne.
Yeah, big time.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, so we have some people who influence the game, but.
So look at YJ. He say Nas.
Yeah, we got Nas.
So Jonah got YJ. You got Nas, JM, Wayne, Drake. Jonah, you got Drake in your top.
Well,
hold on. What is he doing?
You know what?
What is he doing?
I know exactly what he's doing. You know, so one part of the game is success.
Yeah.
Is Drake not the most successful artist of our generation?
He is.
That
he benefits off
beyond
the streaming.
hip-hop.
He benefits off of the streaming era.
That's
but as a rapper,
I mean, Drake,
he don't write his own lyrics.
But Drake can write though.
No,
bro.
he can. He also has had people write for him, admittedly. And he publicly lost the battle. He publicly gave up.
He also publicly won one.
He did.
He elevated the game with winning one.
Yeah. He also tucked his tail when the pressure was on.
So did Jay-Z.
He didn't tuck his tail. He fired back.
Okay,
He lost.
I was
He
gonna
fired
say
back.
he lost.
He
man.
fired back.
You know who shouldn't be. You know who tucked their tail and ran?
Who?
Cameron.
With who?
Jay. Nah, he brought it. He brought it to Jay. He lost.
Well, you think Drake should be on anybody's top 10 list? If you
I
factor
can
in
see-
everything, no.
Drake does have bars though, bro.
I'm not saying he don't.
But you know what? No, the reason why I can't say that is because you know who I would have to say he is better than. Right? I can't say Drake is better than Kendrick, bar for bar right now.
No, he not. No. He also doesn't have many classic albums as Kendrick. Drake doesn't have any classic albums. Take Care is really close, but he don't have any classic albums.
Top 10 for Drake. Is he better than Jay-Z?
Come on.
Is he better than Eminem?
Come on.
Is he better than Nas?
Come on.
Is he better than Tupac?
Of course not.
Is he better than Biggie?
No.
Is he better than Rakim?
I'm talking about all these people in their prime. No.
Is he better than Jadakiss?
No.
Ah,
In his prime,
success.
success and all that stuff, yeah. Bar for bar, respect factors in your top 10.
You said influence though.
Influence too.
If we take in categories, what's the see that one's tough, bro, because I kind of like
Your top 10 MCs, and if you from the hood, it's based on respect. We can factor in success and all, it's based on respect.
I get you.
Drake can rap. Is he as respected as Jadakiss?
Nah.
Bar for bar?
Nah. All right, Scarface.
That's not even like a real thing.
You got DMX. Andre 3000.
No.
This is where conversation should be
Where does he
had.
get his style from?
This is where conversation should be had.
No. Not Andre 3000.
Catalog is superior.
Andre 3000 got classics. Even though he's in the group, he got classics. And he has classic verses.
So Drake don't have classic verses?
He do.
I was about to say, bro.
Ain't gonna lie.
Drake got classic
I
verses.
ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't put him over Andre 3K though. If I had to bet on somebody to have a better verse, it'd be Andre 3K. 9 times out of 10.
Common.
Absolutely not.
Oh, see, I can't go with you. there.
Common has
I'm
arguably
putting
4
Drake-
classic albums.
I'm putting Drake over Common. I'm putting Drake over Common.
Drake don't have any classic albums.
But I'm not putting Drake over Lupe. I'm not doing
Common has more classic albums than Lupe. Drake has no classic albums.
it. That's not true.
What's a classic Drake album?
I don't know.
And you want to say it so bad too. Take Care is so close, man. That's your favorite Drake album?
Nah.
Oh, for real? What is it? Views?
I think that's definitely views. Was,
Too long.
Nothing was the same.
I could see that.
Nothing was the
I can
same.
see
Was to me.
Did you? Cordell said Lupe has no classic albums. Log off.
Yo.
Log off.
Yo.
Drake don't have no classic albums, but Lupe,
You know what? I'm gonna say this to you, Cordero.
Cordell said Takeover's better than Ether.
You what?
Said Takeover's better than Ether.
Oh,
He's
okay.
a New Yorker.
All
He's a
right.
Knicks fan.
So when we were recording this, we had a person who said that Takeover was better than Ether. The beat was,
Yeah.
but the bars weren't.
Nah.
Nas made Jay-Z cry on a live radio station.
Yeah, that was
I just
crazy.
want y'all to know that.
Hold
Hold on.
go
Let's
ahead.
let that breathe. You know what?
So Far
We
Gone
did
is
have a member say So Far Gone was a classic.
it's a classic mixtape.
Ooh, but
It's a classic mixtape.
Wayne got classic mixtapes.
He does. He also has cult classic albums. Cartoon's a cult classic.
That's true.
Cartoon's a cult classic.
That's true.
Let me see, man. Rakim. Hey, Jonah, you got Twista in there. I can't even really argue against you. You
In
got
his top
Twista in
20?
there.
Or is that in his top 10?
I think he got it in his top 20. He just named a bunch of people. Ludacris, I can't argue against you either. People forget about Luda. You ain't
I
had Luda in the
didn't.
top 20.
I didn't. Because you know what I did?
What?
I went versus.
Okay.
I actually had to ask myself,
Okay.
is there 20 people better than Ludacris? The only person that was on the fringe for me was Big Boy.
I see that. I got you.
I'm not saying Ludacris is better than Cool G Rap. I could say Ludacris is better than Cool G Rap.
As an artist, yeah.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and say Ludacris is better than Cool G Rap.
As an artist,
But is he better than Black Thought? No.
as an artist. You talking about
As an artist.
You're not as a rapper.
Nah. Well,
Ludacris ain't a better rapper than Cool G Rap.
game has changed, bro.
I'm talking about a rapper. Like if I just put you on the beat and I tell you to rap, he's
Luda
not better
can
than
rap?
Coogee. He can very well, not better than Coogee rap. Definitely not better than Black Thought.
He not better than Black Thought. He not better than Royce. He not better than Buster. He not better than Jay.
I argue that Buster thing. I argue that down. And he
Bro.
probably get his style from Buster.
He
But
not better
still,
than Buster.
I argue that down.
You gonna say Luda is better than Busta Rhymes? The Busta Rhymes, yo, here's the thing. This is the issue with this conversation. There's gonna be so much disrespect to certain people, bro. Like right now, I am, and I will continue, and I will do it in his face. I will always disrespect Ice Cube on this list because he shouldn't be on my list.
I don't know about that, man. Ice Cube, man.
I'm not putting Cube on my list.
That's crazy. I don't got him on my list either, but I'm just saying that's crazy. Ice Cube made classic songs. He had classic moments in hip hop. Ice Cube battled.
Hey, you know
And
what?
won.
You know, I really wish if Jonah came and he brought, because I know he's on tour with Second Chance. So I really wish that if Second Chance came with him, that he would jump on live too. Because
Yeah,
I really want to know. I really want to know his list. But the problem with his list too is if he got Ice Cube on the list, it ain't valid.
It ain't valid.
If you got Ice Cube on your list, it ain't valid.
Nate says, I gotta ask this, how is Pun not in anybody's top 20?
He's not. Pun was in him. He's just not. Pun can spit. That's it.
See, this is the thing.
Pun, no, stop. No, let me answer the question.
Go
Pun
ahead.
can spit.
Go ahead. Mhm.
Does Pun have a classic album? No. No.
I can't disagree with you, brother.
Pun don't have a classic album.
Can't disagree with you, brother.
Period. You can argue with me all day. Pun don't have a classic album.
You right. He got classic moments,
He got classic,
but he don't have
verses.
classic albums.
But he ain't got a classic album.
No, you don't have classic albums.
No, sorry, not doing it.
I think, man, MCs, people who end up passing away, unfortunately, the
They are
public
kind of
pushes them up.
Yeah,
Like, man, they were better than they actually were.
bro, trust me, it hurts me that I can't put. It really hurts me that I can't put Big L on this list.
It don't hurt me. Tell
Shut
you
up.
that. Tell you
Shut
that
up.
right now.
It hurts me
don't
that I
hurt
can't
me.
put Big L on this list. You know why? I can't say The Big Picture was a classic album. I can't. Everybody that's on my list, I can honestly point to you where they had a classic record.
You're right.
I can tell you DMX had a classic album. I can tell you Common had a classic album. I can tell you Wayne had a classic album. Even though it hurts him, I can tell you Three Stacks had a couple classic albums as a group.
Right.
Scarface had a classic album.
Oh,
Jadakiss. Now I'm cheating. Now I'm cheating. You feel what I'm saying? Like now,
With the Locks, though, they had a classic album.
but I'm cheating the game
Hold
because
on.
that's the very thing that I'm
Capital
using.
Punishment out of classic Cordero? No, it's not.
Nah, it's not.
As a whole album, no, it's
It's
not.
a hold on.
It's a good album.
Capital Punishment is a cult classic.
Okay, I'll give you that. Yeah, it is. If you say that, yeah.
It's a cult classic.
Similar to Wayne.
It's
Wayne album.
it's you know one of my I'll just say Jonah thought that Purple Rain or Purple Haze by Cameron was a classic album. When we
It's
went
a cult
through it,
classic, though.
when we went through it, it's a cult classic.
It's a
not
cult
a
classic.
classic album. I'm not putting Capital Punishment right beside Illmatic. I'm not putting Capital Punishment. You understand what I'm saying? Like a classic
Yeah.
album has to be put in a vault, and you can never put anything close to it.
You're right. Capital Punishment is better than any Jada album. Not Jada's first album.
But using the same theory
Oh,
from
shit.
when we were recording, we had somebody who said Capital Punishment was better than any Jadakiss album. Jadakiss, however, has been the reason why, let's be honest, We Are the Streets was a classic record.
Yeah, for sure.
Jadakiss was a strong catalyst for the first Rough Riders mixtape, for the first Rough Riders compilation. Every verse he touched, he killed it.
True.
Bar for bar, Jadakiss is a better rapper than Big Pun.
I think so.
If you listen
Bar
to
for
the
bar.
Fantastic Four, when they both were on a record together, Jadakiss had a better verse than Big Pun.
You're right.
I'm sorry, if I put bar for bar, there's no place I'm not putting Big Pun. I'm not saying Big Pun had a bigger impact on the game than Scarface.
Okay.
I'm not saying Big Pun had a bigger impact on the game than Three Stacks.
Okay.
You gonna tell me Big Pun was better than Rakim?
No. I mean,
You gonna tell me Big Pun is better than Lil Wayne?
I wouldn't say that.
You gonna tell me Big Pun is better than DMX?
No.
Is Big Pun better than Lupe?
Some people would say, yeah, I wouldn't say that at all.
Is Big Pun better than Kendrick?
No.
Is Big Pun better than...
Is he better than Ghostface?
No!
Nah.
Because of what Ghostface did.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, See, that's a perfect argument, though. Ghostface had his whole lane.
Right.
Big Pun had his own lane.
Yeah.
I think Ghostface was better at his lane than what Big Pun was.
You're right. Ghostface had classic albums, too.
Ghostface had classic album.
Iron Man. Supreme Clientele.
Bro.
Come on, man. These niggas said, hold on. Cordero said Luda is aight. His first 2-3 albums was good.
But Ludacris ain't on my list.
His first 2-3 albums are probably classic albums.
But
to be honest with you.
I can name, DMX.
Pun better than most of the rappers on your list. As lyrically, lyrically.
See, that's the
But
thing
we're not
about
talking about just lyrics.
That's the thing about this list, though. Is the funny thing about it is it's not just based off of you step in a cipher, you have the best verse in a cipher, you are now the greatest rapper of all time. That's not what we're doing here.
Right.
We have to consider body of work.
You got to.
We have to consider influence
But
into
it's
the
music.
game. Big Pun's influence in the game when he was alive.
Mm-hmm.
Was he top 10 in hip hop when he was still here? Can we debate and say in 1998 when
DMX.
when I Don't Want to Be a
came out?
Player was out,
Yeah.
was Big Pun top 10 at that moment that song came out?
That's a good question. Is Big Pun better than Prodigy?
Yes.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
At time
I
of
don't
death.
know.
Hold on. At time of death, was Big Pun better than Prodigy? Yes. Because HNIC was not out at time of death.
Was Big Pun better than AZ?
Can't say
Y'all gotta factor all this stuff in. People forget about Prodigy
He
too.
wasn't better than Jay-Z. He wasn't better than Jay-Z. Wasn't better than M. Wasn't better than Nas, who basically was singing with Genuine at that moment.
Wow, he was though.
At that
He
time,
was.
DMX.
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of niggas, man.
I mean, that's not even considering Big and Pop.
Right.
Now I'm already at 7.
Mm-hmm.
At the time of death, there were 7 people I could name better than him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Scarface.
Yeah.
Why do I feel like I'm missing somebody from the South?
I mean, you got
I'm missing Bun B.
Bun B, you got Pimp C, 8 Ball, MJG, you got
Bro, I made a top 20 and I left Bun B off my list.
Bun B not on my list.
You just
My
disrespectful.
top 20.
Maybe I
Top
am.
25.
Maybe I'm disrespectful too.
Maybe top 25, top 30. Yeah. Remember, Bun B is part of a group,
That's
so it's hard. It's hard to really put somebody who is.
You know who wasn't part of a group that if you ask anybody, at least who moves weight, that should be in the top 20?
Cool.
Gucci.
No.
But he wouldn't be in my. We talking about hip hop.
If we talking about
But if we
influence,
talking about trapping and we talking, or not trapping, if we talking about influence.
influence in
Gucci
the trap. I mean,
If we did a track list, Gucci's
top
top 5.
5.
Yeah.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5.
Nah, I don't want to veer too far away. All right, so let's so give me your 15 through 20. I'm gonna take Jonah's 15 through 20, and I'm gonna take my 15 through 23, and we're gonna figure out who's dead in the water.
15 through 20.
Who's your 15 through 20? So
Before
Jonah's.
before I say my 15 through 20, Cordero
Oh my
said
gosh.
Big Pun was the first Latin hip hop album. to
See,
go
see,
platinum and
see.
nominated
That's
for a
where I'm
Grammy.
gonna stop you right there.
You don't care about Grammys.
That's
Pop never won a
but see, that's why I'm
Grammy.
gonna stop
Nas
you right
never won a
there.
Grammy.
That's why I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm not taking your heritage as part of why you're great.
Okay.
Eminem is not on my list because he's white.
I understand.
I'm basing it off of what.
I understand where you're coming from.
But then again, at the same time, devil's advocate, I got to see Cordero's point. Influence.
Yeah,
That's influence into
Yeah.
an entire culture.
it is influence. It is.
It's a good argument.
It is. It's a very good argument.
It's not gonna win, but it's a good argument.
Yeah.
All right. So you know what?
15
I'll
through 20?
put Big Pun as an honorary member in the 15 through 20.
Not me.
I'm gonna put him in there. I'm gonna put him in there. We're gonna see if he lasts, if he holds up. So Jonah has, and
Hold on. Who was better at the time of Big Pun? Was Big Pun better than Raekwon in his prime?
no,
Well,
No.
and Raekwon not in my top 20. So
no.
I love Raekwon. 15 through 20. I got Black Thought.
Okay.
Black Thought is this far down the list, not based on his skill as an MC. He's a part of a group. He's a part of a live band.
Mm-hmm.
The Roots do have influence over hip hop, but they're severely underrated. They really, really, outside of you being a purist, they really only got notified by the public when they started being on late night TV.
That's true.
But we know them for a long time.
Yeah.
We know them forever. But he's that far down the list, not based on his skills as an MC, but just based on his influence as a singular MC. He's a part of a band, so there's only so much he can do.
Simple.
I got T.I. on here. Me personally, I got T.I. on here. If you go album for album, T.I. should be in your top 20 if you go album for album. Influence, you talking about trapping, you talking about being from the South, you talking about being consistent lyrically, consistent on guest verses. You talking about him going to prison, getting out, and still kind of maintaining his niche. I just personally have T.I. on there. I would understand if you don't have him on there.
Understood.
I got Jadakiss. I think that's self-explanatory. It's Kiss.
That's way down.
Kiss never had a bad verse. I got Kendrick on here. Kendrick has probably 3 classic albums. Some people may say 4. Is Section 80 a mixtape or album?
I'm gonna say it's an album.
Well, he probably got 4 classics. Kendrick's still in the kind of the middle of his career.
Mm-hmm. So he's got room to grow.
He got room. He might be top 5. What he does, somebody might have to drop. But Kendrick doesn't have the influence that Drake has, which is crazy because I think he's a better rapper than Drake. But he don't have the influence and the impact that Drake has. Essentially because Kendrick kind of a humble guy.
Yeah.
You won't see him at basketball games, NBA finals. You won't see him on TV a lot. He kind of let his work speak for himself.
Simple.
I like that. So I got him Kendrick top 20. LL Cool J, Pioneer. He lost against Cannabis to me.
He destroyed Cannabis. I've always been under the impression that he lost against Cannabis.
I'm still under that impression.
But I revisited. So this is a true story. I was just in Cali a couple weeks ago. Last week.
How was it?
It was lovely. So the place we were staying or flying out of was Las Vegas.
Okay.
So we were driving from LA to Vegas. It's about a 4-hour drive. So we decided to revisit a bunch of old beefs. And Cannabis versus LL Cool J came up, and I listened to the Ripper. Yeah, it was tough. It was tough. Like everybody was like, "Yo, you really think Cannabis won?" So when I listened to each track for track, yeah, it was tough.
Yeah,
it was tough because we don't really talk too much about the response that Cannabis did to the Ripper straight back. Yeah, it hurt him bad.
I understand.
Right, so
and my last one is I got Wayne. I got Wayne in my top 20. I could easily put him in my top 10 because of his impact and his influence on hip hop culture. But I also factor in the quality of work. Wayne doesn't have, in my opinion, like a solid, this is a classic album. He has a cult classic, like Niggas in the Hood. I think this is a classic. Wayne has a tendency to be inconsistent. He does have a tendency to be inconsistent.
I can see that.
Putting out work. So that's my top 20.
So this could just be in the order of how he was thinking about it, and it may not be in actual order itself. But when Jonas sent us his list, this is just how he sent it to us. So what he sent to us was Andre 3000, Rakim, Snoop, Twista, and Tech N9ne.
Okay.
So if I'm taking Andre 3000, is he better than anybody that's on your fringe list?
Yeah.
Is there anybody on the list of your friends that you would put over Andre 3000?
Maybe Lupe.
So we're gonna add Lupe to the bubble. Lupe is gonna be in the bubble. Anybody else?
No.
Okay, Rakim. Do you see?
Rakim's better than everybody on my fringe list.
Okay, Snoop.
No.
Is Snoop better than anybody on your friends list?
No.
So we're gonna go ahead, Snoop. We're gonna go ahead and say bye to Snoop. Twista. Is Twista better than anybody on your friends list?
No. I can't see it.
And lastly, we're gonna say Tech N9ne. Is Tech N9ne better than anybody on your friends list?
It might be. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's me giving you the names. Now, here we go. There's my list. Okay. Now remember, I got a couple more than just 5.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run through mine and I'm gonna explain mine.
All right.
We got Big Pun.
Okay.
I'm putting Big Pun on the list because of what he did for Hispanic culture, and he was, quite frankly, he was pretty nice with the pen.
Dead nice.
If Big Pun had stayed alive, had some more bodies of work, we would have been able to see over time his effectiveness within the game.
Okay.
I'm putting him on the list out of respect. Same time, and I got to do this now as well. Big L is on my list out of respect.
Okay.
That's why I'm gonna start and stop with both of those gentlemen. It's tough to debate because they both had an influence of some sort,
Mm-hmm.
but they didn't have the bodies of work.
Right.
So then I got Royce the 5'9".
I can see that easily.
Now Royce the 5'9" is on my fringe list
Uh-huh.
because I believe that he can debatably be in my top 5. I believe that debatably, Royce the 5'9" can start at 20. And then I can take every single artist and maybe we can have a debate. We got to see where he falls.
I wouldn't put, if we base it just off MC skill, yeah. But if we just put like
See, influence is tough.
influence and impact and stuff like that,
Success.
it's hard. It's hard to put Royce.
See, success is
Yeah, and it's
also-
not his fault. It's
Nah,
not
it's
his
not.
fault. But if you just talking based off skill, he'll be in my top 10.
So, because there's other elements of it, does
Yeah.
Royce move up or is he where he needs to be?
He where he need to be.
Okay. Black Thought. Black Thought, do they have the influence? Does Black Thought, not the Roots, does Black Thought have the influence to move beyond any of the artists on your friends list?
No. No, and it's not his fault.
Does he have the success to move beyond any of the artists on
No,
your friends
the
list?
Roots actually, if you just go off album stuff, they actually don't have a lot of quote unquote success. They have a lot of quality. Every album's quality.
Correct.
But it never sells anything. And remember, they were with Def Jam for a long, long time.
Here's the reason why I Live Quality's not on the spot. Anyway, Cool G Rap.
I forgot about quality.
I did it. He'll be in Tampa next week. Cool G Rap. Is Cool G Rap better than Twista?
Yeah.
Is he better than Tech Nine?
Yeah, that's tough.
Influence, success, bars.
Nah. If you say all that with Tech Nine, no, he's not.
So Cool G Rap is where he need to be.
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes.
That's hard. That's hard.
Can I say that creativity has value in hip hop?
Top 5 value. Top 5. If you're a follower, which he is definitely not, you got to get bumped off the list.
You know, but see, here's the thing about rap. This is what we forget about rap. Rap used to be about the style. You couldn't step in, like, it used to be, like,
Originality.
originality. For what hip hop was originally meant to be,
Mhm.
he follows the code step by
Yeah.
step.
He does.
But does he have the influence?
He
Has
did.
there been Busta clones?
He did. He did. You could argue Busta Rhymes even over Missy Elliott in his prime made the better videos. You can argue it. You can argue. I wouldn't say you win, but
yeah,
you can argue.
You can argue.
He set the trend for a lot of things that happened in hip hop.
Yeah.
He did. I can see that. I can see that.
So is he where he needs to be, or does
He might need to be bumped up. To be honest with you,
so we're gonna put him on the list with Lupe?
he might need to be bumped up. Somebody said, "What do y'all put Lauryn Hill?" We don't. You know how we
No.
feel about Lauryn Hill.
Nah, we're talking about hip hop artists that we have to have a body of work.
People on time for their shows.
You know what? Actually, you know what? Lauryn Hill is gonna be just like she is in her regular life. We're gonna end. She'll be late to this episode. We'll put her on the list after we put this episode.
Yeah, we're
out.
talking about everything too. We're not just talking about skill.
Nah,
So
that's a
skill wise, you know, she better than a lot of these niggas. on
Yeah,
my
that's
list.
a fact. I mean, I ain't gonna front. She spent the whole album destroying Black Love.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's just keep it a bean. Big Boy. Outkast isn't Outkast without Big Boy.
Man.
But
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I mean, was there two Beyoncés in that group? Like I know Outkast isn't what it is, but if you hear Big Boy on a verse, like let's say is the presence of Big Boy. Yo, this song featuring Big Boy. Are you running to that song when it drops?
I am,
So
but most people are not. I
So
get that.
no, I'm not. It wasn't a trigger
Okay.
question. So if an album comes out, so and so, the name of the song is, Hoes featuring Big Boy. You run in to hear that verse.
Yes, I am.
Are you Do you think Big Boy has the album sales to prove that he has the solo album sales to prove it, to back up the success?
No, you know. I love his solo albums for the same reason you like Busta, because of the creativity in them. But no, he can't back it up just off that.
See, I can't put Big Boy on my list because I can tell you a bunch of rappers that are better than Big Boy.
Big Boy's in my personal top 5, if I'm being biased. Because I prefer him over Andre 3000. I'm not saying he's better than Andre 3000.
Right. You just put
I
a
prefer
preference.
him.
Preference. I get you.
Andre 3000 out of his own mouth said Big Boy's a better rapper than him. But I don't really buy that because a lot of people say that Jordan said that people are better than him. I just don't see it. You know what I mean?
I'm not putting Big Boy on my. I'm not doing it. I think
fine.
Big Boy is where he needs to be and could potentially move.
You top 25?
He's in there. He's in there.
Okay.
He's in there.
Is Big Boy better than Prodigy?
No.
That's
No.
crazy.
No. I keep it thorough against name a Big Boy song. You can name any Big Boy song. I'll put Keep It Thorough against it. He's not with it.
I see that. You got a point.
So,
It's a very valid
Redman.
point.
Redman. Bars on top of bars on top of bars. The problem with Redman is even though he had influence,
Mhm.
he didn't have enough influence in this game to solidify a top 10 spot, nor did he have the success. He had success with Meth, but as a solo artist,
Mhm.
he had influence in the culture.
Mhm.
Bro, we didn't care about MTV Cribs until Redman was on
The
there.
best episode ever.
Greatest episode
Best
ever.
episode ever.
A cult classic? No, screw that. A classic is the High. No, it might be a cult classic. It's the How Hot movie.
Right?
That's a cult classic.
Yeah.
He has influence in the game, but I can't say that Big Boy is. I can't say Big Boy is, or not Big Boy. Redman deserves to be higher than a Ghostface or higher than a Kendrick. I'm not doing that. With respect to hip hop,
Mhm.
he's on my list, but he's not better than 3 Stacks. I'm not putting. You know what? Tech Nine might be bumped up this list before we're done. Tech Nine got to go up here, bro. I got to put Tech Nine over it. I got to put Tech Nine up here.
So,
I don't know how high he's gonna go.
Okay.
But if this is my 20, I got to put Tech Nine right there.
okay. All right. I can't argue against it. I know all about Tech. So,
Redman, I'm gonna put him under. I'm gonna put him above Buster and under Lupe.
I want to put him above Busta.
You wouldn't put him above Buster?
Not Busta, man.
So we're gonna put Redman. So right now, Redman is sitting at 20. J. Cole.
J. Cole don't have a classic album.
There's people that will argue to the other side of the moon and say he does.
They can argue all they want. The stands can argue. I'll argue against
What
it.
would be your argument for J. Cole? If you had to
For-
make an argument for J. Cole, what
His
would it be?
influence, dog. His influence is almost Drake-like. You will rarely find anybody who like Cole whack. Well, I don't like him. People think Cole. When Cole first came out, people said he was the next Nas. That was the most disrespectful thing anybody could say on planet Earth. But if you like people who love Drake, people love J. Cole like that, man.
I think J. Cole is so complimentary of hip hop.
He is.
I think he is what we want from hip hop. I'm putting J. Cole on my list. I'm putting J. Cole right now. He may go higher. J. Cole is 15.
J. Cole ain't on my list at all.
J. Cole is 15 right now.
Just because J. Cole ain't on my list, not because he's not a great rapper, or because he don't have good albums, he don't have good songs. For the hype that J. Cole has, you have to have a classic album to match the hype. Kendrick has a classic albums to make the hype, to meet the hype.
Okay.
Cole don't have that.
That's so tough, bro.
Cole don't have that.
I gotta put J. Cole on my. Okay, so let's ask the question: is J. Cole better than Tech Nine? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say yes. Location on.
That's tough, man. 'Cause I know Tech. I'll say no. I'll say no.
Okay.
I can understand somebody saying yeah. But if you say yeah, you have to know Tech Nine. You have to know his independent grind.
That's
I would
true.
not. I wouldn't say it. But if you say yeah, I can't argue.
I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna stand behind it. I'm
Is it
gonna
a
say
landslide though?
yes. No. It's like Maybe like 60-40.
All right, I respect that.
Is
J. Cole better than Lupe?
No.
I mean,
No.
You're not better than Lupe.
So J. Cole is not better than. Is he better than Busta Rhymes? Yes. Yes.
And Busta's prime?
See, this is where that
That's
criteria
a
kicks in.
toss up. That's a toss up, though.
Success,
That's a toss up. Yeah, that's a toss up.
influence,
Toss up. It's a toss up, man.
bars.
I'll pick Busta.
I'm gonna probably pick Busta.
Busta
too.
got so many classic songs, man.
Yeah.
Outside the streaming era, he got classic songs.
Is J. Cole better than Redman?
Yeah, by a smudge.
Is J.
Redman got Muddy Waters is a classic album. J. Cole don't have a classic album. J. Cole don't have a classic album.
I think J. Cole.
But I would put it as overall, yeah. I ain't gonna lie.
Is J. Cole better than Twista?
Yeah.
Is J. Cole better than Rakim?
It's a rhetorical question? No. He's not. No, he's not.
I'm not gonna say J. Cole better than Rakim.
But Twista, yeah.
All
I'd
right.
say better than Twista.
So, right now we don't have. We got Tech Nine coming in at 15. Now remember, this can all we're gonna debate each person. So we got Tech Nine on the fringe at 15, Lupe on the fringe at 16, J. Cole Busta Rhymes at 18, J. Cole at 19, and Redman at 20. This is what we got so far. We're just debating. All of these can change because we got to add some more names in here. Let's take the next 5. So, Jonah's next 5 would be Royce, J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar, Tupac, Scarface. If we're talking top 15, I'm Xing Tupac out the list. Tupac is automatically top 10.
Automatically, gotta be. Okay.
Or is he?
No.
Is there an argument to be made that Tupac is not a top 10 artist?
No.
Niggas is wildin', B.
Oh, who that?
Niggas is wildin'.
Who
Is
that?
there an argument?
No.
You know what? No, he's here on time to defend his list. So, we need him to defend his list. We'll make a little room here.
No.
Nope. So,
Solidify top 10.
So just on time, we got the moderator of the show. Whenever he wants to come in through the door, we need him to. He wrote Scarface, Tupac,
Right.
Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and Royce the 5'9". That's 15. That's 10 through 15. We
Yeah,
need
yeah,
him
yeah.
to come defend that right now, and
Okay.
that is going to be
So y'all-
Young One Jonah.
So
Come
y'all
sit
telling
down
me-
and
so what y'all
explain.
telling me? Is them
Sit
niggas
down.
ain't top 20?
Sit
That's
down
what y'all
and explain.
You telling me them niggas ain't top? You telling me they ain't top 20?
Hey,
We
go
didn't
ahead.
say that. We said explain
defend your
how
list,
are they
nigga.
15? How are they 10 through 15?
That's not in order. When y'all
So
said-
give me your stupid order then. Give me your order.
hold
What's your
on,
order?
hold on,
What's your
hold
order?
on, hold on,
First of
hold on.
all, are you
First of all, I'm always high. That's number one.
So what's your order?
Second of all,
What's your order from 20 to 20
you
to 10?
guys started the live, right? You said, I give 20, you give 20. I gave 20, nigga.
Okay.
You ain't
so
say
put-
nothing about putting
order.
these niggas
I
in
did say
order.
put in order. All right, so
No,
give me
you
your
did
order.
not.
Give me your order. That's your 20 right there. What's your order? What's 20 through 11?
20 through 11.
20 through 11.
I gotta put these shits on order. On the fly. On the fly.
On the
by way.
fly.
All right.
20 through 11.
Niggas is wildin', B.
So while we're waiting on him,
Are
who's
these
your
mics hot?
Yeah, they are. So while we're waiting on him, who's your top 10 through 15?
Me?
Yeah.
I got Biggie,
Okay.
Lupe, Ross, Method Man, and Black Thought, I think.
So,
Yeah.
let me see your pen. So right now, from 20 through 15,
Uh-huh.
which once again they can all go up because we'll
Yeah.
have a debate.
Yeah.
From 20 through 15, the surviving members are from bottom up, Redman, Busta. No, you said J. Cole's under, right?
Huh?
We got Busta. No,
Yeah.
hold on. We got Redman, Busta, J. Cole, Lupe, Tech Nine.
Okay.
Hey, what the fuck this say?
That's a Snoop. I just scratched it up and rewrote it again.
No. This one right here.
Oh, Rockin'.
Okay.
So we got.
You write worse than me.
I probably do. So I got Kendrick,
Okay.
Ghostface, Lupe,
Mm-hmm.
DMX, Common.
That's
I
tough.
think automatically because we both have in our top 15
Lupe.
I think Lupe automatically jumps to the top of this list.
Okay.
I mean, I don't see any reason why he shouldn't.
What he on your list, Jonah?
I'm,
Is Lupe? Yeah, Lupe is.
I'm pretty
Lupe,
sure Jonas is
Jonah
got
think Lupe
in his
top 5,
10.
so-
Lupe is top 5.
Okay, so Lupe is gonna have. So Lupe gets the jump up. So then, who takes his spot? So we got J. Cole, Tech Nine, Busta, Redman. Is Common?
Common in my top 10. So
See, Common is low. He's low,
why do you have him so low?
inconsistent.
How?
B was an amazing album. The follow up after B was not amazing.
Everybody ain't gonna have an amazing album every time out though. That don't mean it ain't consistent. J. Cole fan.
No, I can make the argument for J. Cole. But can I say, okay, well,
You got
let's,
J. Cole over Common?
hold on. No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
But am I putting Lupe over Common? Yes. I'm putting Lupe over Common.
I wouldn't. Common got more classic albums than Lupe. Common's influence is bigger than Lupe's.
What is Common's influence?
I Used to Love Her was about hip hop. Lupe don't have a song like that.
You know, sometimes you get hit
Common
with like the
dated
perfect
Erykah
rebuttal.
Badu. That's influence.
That's the perfect rebuttal.
Wasn't he the first one? Or was it Andre? I think it was Common.
She had all them niggas wearing koofies.
That's true.
So, Jonah.
What do you got?
So hold on. Let's run through Jonah's list. So
do you
Jonah
got?
has Scarface at 20,
Uh-huh.
Twister.
Yeah, Scarface at 20. Wow,
19.
disrespectful.
He's got Snoop at 18.
Mm-hmm.
He's got Tech Nine at 17.
Mm-hmm.
LL Cool J at 16. You
I
know
got
what?
Cool
Now
J.
we can revise this list already.
I got LL in mind too.
We can revise this list already because Tech Nine right now we have Tech Nine at 16.
I don't have Tech Nine on my list.
I don't have him on mine. So Tech Nine is he number 20? Tech Nine just became number 20 to me.
You can put him number 20.
Wait, where do you have Redman on your list, right? Or you
Tech
don't?
deserves-
You have
Remember,
Method.
yeah. Y'all
Tech
forget about
deserves-
Meth like he just ain't that nigga.
I did not forget about Meth. I actually struggled with putting Meth and Twister on the list,
So
actually.
you put Twister instead of
I
Meth.
took Twister instead. Meth still got it lyrically. Y'all heard the T on the Taylor record.
Yeah.
He still got it lyrically.
But
So
influence?
no disrespect.
Influence though? He was with Wu-Tang.
He's in Wu-Tang. That don't mean shit to me. I'm a fan of Outkast.
Is Method Man? Hold on, time out. Let's
I'm a fan of
let's have a
Outkast.
conversation.
Oh, fuck them weird niggas, man. If I had to choose weird niggas, I'm gonna take Outkast.
Lupe a weird nigga.
Lupe is a weird nigga, and I'm gonna take him over anybody in Wu-Tang. Anybody.
So
I mean lyrically, yeah.
so Tech Nine is so Tech
Easy.
Nine has just or no, you got Twister on here.
Mhm.
I think Twister's number 20.
You got Twister over Scarface.
I do.
That is crazy.
No, so automatically because Scarface is higher for us, I think Twister,
Scarface is legendary.
I think
Yeah,
Twister's
let's not
gonna,
get it twisted.
Twister's gonna fall down. Twister's gonna end up being number 20.
You put Twister at number 20. I wouldn't mind.
But actually, no.
Why do you
Remember, I
have
got 23. So I got 23. So
You
I
do.
gotta actually kick Redman off the list because nobody has Redman.
It's true.
I struggle with that one too.
I mean, I was on. Yeah, me too.
So my 3 that gotta go: Cool G Rap,
Mhm.
Big Boy,
Coogee Rap definitely got it.
and Redman.
Understandable.
So my list will now start with Tech Nine.
Okay.
So Tech Nine is our number 20.
All right.
I'm gonna need to get another pen. So we got Tech Nine.
Tech and Nina.
So then, what's the argument with Twister?
First of
YJ.
all, this is apparent. Twister is the father for all of these niggas trying to double time.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
He is the fucking father. He is the fucking father. See, this is the difference between Bone Thugs and Harmony and Twister.
Carry on, gentlemen. I'll be right back.
It's in their name. Harmony.
Okay.
Twister took this shit to a whole nother level. Intricate schemes, wild double timing. None of them can do it. Nate, shut the fuck up.
What is he gonna say?
None of them can do it.
What is he gonna say?
None of them can spit the way Twister can spit. Not one. Not one. Not busy, not crazy. I'm sorry. Fuck him. Twister is the father for all of these niggas. and then a close second is Tech 9. Then you can start talking about Bone Thugs. So that's why they didn't come close to even making it.
That's crazy.
And they're horrible businessmen.
I mean, we don't even.
Hey, the list can go on. The list
They don't
can
need
go
to get
on.
into all that.
The list can go
We were
on.
talking about horrible businessmen. De La Soul.
We talking about success was on Joe. Joe mentioned success.
He
You know,
did.
so these are horrible businessmen. I can't give a nod to them.
There's some niggas on here who horrible businessmen though.
That's a fact. So we got Tech 9. So
I didn't even think about that.
So let's lock in our 15, or 15 or 16 through 20. So we got Tech 9, we got Twista. Let's argue who will be 18. Jonas got Snoop Dogg.
Snoop ain't on my list.
Snoop ain't on my list.
Snoop ain't in your 20.
No.
Snoop ain't in your 20s.
No.
Influence, Snoop is on my 20.
Influence, longevity.
That's not on my.
What longevity?
Longevity? He's
No,
still
Snoop-
relevant to this day. It is
He's-
2019, and you can say Snoop, and everyone knows.
No,
who he
he's
is.
relevant outside of hip hop culture. He's not relevant because of hip hop. He don't put out quality albums.
And hold on. We
He
also
don't put out quality albums no more. That I can definitely agree with. Except the gospel album was fucking quality.
fire.
That was quality.
Ain't gonna lie.
We ain't gonna say that
Ain't gonna
wasn't
lie.
quality.
It was fire.
That
But
was
at the
quality
same
work.
time,
that was
the
better
reason-
than any Christian album I've heard in a long time.
That's crazy.
But
to admit.
that's almost so. Anyway, so here's the reason.
Salute to Snoop.
Here's the reason with Snoop. Here's the issue with Snoop.
Burn some.
Here's the issue with Snoop. Snoop went through a period. So if we didn't put Drake in this list, and the reason why we didn't put Drake is for
Wait.
not writing.
You took Drake out of the 20?
Drake was never on my 20.
You took.
Drake don't write his own
Drake ain't
lyrics.
in my 20.
Listen.
If you write your own lyrics, you ain't on my
listen.
list.
That's the reason why Snoop ain't in my list.
Okay. Do we want this list to be credible?
Yeah, Drake ain't on my
Drake
list.
deserves to be in 20.
Okay, if Drake
He
is on my
deserves to be in 20.
Is Drake better than Sweat?
And let me make this clear. I don't even fuck with Drake.
we
Y'all
know.
know
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Y'all know this. But we ain't finna be disrespectful like that.
Is Drake better than Twista
As far as what?
Yeah.
in hip hop?
In hip hop,
He
yes.
is. He is.
Okay, is Drake better than Tech 9?
Yes.
No.
Lyrically, no. Yes. He's better. In all the categories you put out, he wins.
Is Drake better than Snoop Dogg?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Drake better than LL Cool J?
No.
He's higher than LL Cool J right now at this moment.
Yeah.
No. We said all time. We're not doing just this moment.
Yeah, all time. And guess what? He's running up the stats, and he's still gonna be going. Yes, he has jumped over LL Cool J.
I can't
Drake
say
has
that.
jumped over LL.
My
Cool J.
list is
LL was a better rapper.
LL is not the better rapper.
LL was definitely a better rapper
LL
than
is
LL.
definitely not the better rapper. We gonna stop disrespecting Drake lyricism as well.
I'm not respecting
He
it.
can rap.
Listen to this, bro. Let me tell y'all something, because I heard a little bit. It was I was getting real bad service when I was driving. We just came from we had a couple shows in Alabama and then the Panhandle. I was having bad reception, but I heard y'all niggas say this shit. Drake did. Okay, we know the ghost writing allegations and the shit that is proven to be true. But this is what we got to remember as well. Drake came out writing, and Drake continues to write for others to this day.
He does.
So, because he had ghostwriters, that's a knock from me. But at the same time, he does have a dope-ass pen, and I won't discredit him for that because his transgressions in the other area.
Okay.
He does write.
I'm not
And he
rewarding him for it either.
I'm not rewarding him for ghostwriting.
not
No,
rewarding him
don't twist my words. I just split them two things up. He write for others. He has a dope pen. He gets a knock for having ghostwriters. He gets a knock for sure. But that knock doesn't take away from his talent, his actual pen, which is dope as fuck.
It is.
Regardless if it's my taste or not. His pen is dope as fuck. We got to give Drake more respect.
I agree. He just
I'm
not
not-
get top 20.
Yeah, I'm not-
respect.
He's
Top
not
20,
getting it today.
top 20. He wins in success. How many of these artists are more successful than Drake?
Drake benefits from the streaming era, though.
Yeah, he been,
How benefits? Do you know it's much harder to get money in the streaming era? You talking about he benefits from the streaming
it's
era?
easier. It's easier to get popular in the streaming
that's
era.
true.
Popular, it don't got nothing to do with streams.
and for the record,
How?
No, it don't. It don't. See, you don't get. It don't work like that. It don't work like that. You know how many niggas are popular right now and not streaming anywhere near a Drake?
you know how many.
He also was a part of a machine.
Yeah, I was about to say, you know how
You
many
know
people.
that?
How
His
many,
machine that he built.
That ain't his machine.
His machine.
I'm sorry, he built Apple.
He,
He built Apple Music.
bro,
He's
you-
under Wayne,
go
too.
somewhere. Go
No, I'm saying, did he build Apple Music?
Hey, listen.
Did he not? Hold on. I'm sorry. Did Drake not sign a contract with Apple Music?
Go somewhere with that.
Did
shit.
Drake
listen.
not sign a contract with Apple Music?
Go somewhere with that.
Hey,
shit,
listen.
bro.
My list is primarily based upon respect. Do I respect Drake as an MC?
I do.
Don't.
I do respect him.
I do.
Just not top 20 respect.
Back to
my
back,
top
my
20.
nigga. Back to back.
He ain't in my top 20.
Back to
Story
back.
of Adidon.
Back to back might be the greatest diss song ever.
Story of
from it.
Adidon.
Far from it. It's not even
Far
top 5.
Trump's back to
It's
back.
not top 5.
My personal favorite is Ether. But
It's not top 5.
I will recognize what the fuck Back to Back did. That was. Do we
See,
realize how
that's
big that
what
was?
I'm
It
not
was
doing
big.
that. I'm not doing that. If I cut on the record from the time I cut it on to the time I cut it off, is that a better diss record than something else? See, what you're about to do is you're about to take the
It's a
impact
better
of a record.
listen to the fucking words. It's quotable as fuck. You can quote the whole song. Is that good?
I can quote the ABCs. That doesn't mean it's the best song in the world.
It's the easiest song to remember, and it also teaches children.
Does that make it the best song in the world?
It might be.
So
Next
Gangsta's
to the
Paradise.
birthday
So
song.
according to Jonas Logic,
The fuck is he talking
Little
about?
John might be top 5. He should be in my list right now because he makes the most quotable club music.
You know what I'm gonna call Joe? He's Joe Apples to Orange Waters.
Far from it. I'm taking your point.
You
This
just
is
take
your
my
point.
How you gonna take my point? And
This
then
is
say
your
what
point.
just
Your
said?
point is trash. Drake should not be in anybody's
Drake
top
deserves to
20
be in
right
the
now.
20
He's
right
not
now.
better than Kendrick.
He's
not better than J. Cole. He's
That-
not better
but
than.
that- Okay, he's not. Okay, continue.
He's not better than
You got a
Nas.
whole 20. He's in there. He's in
So
there.
you want to put him in there for 20? Okay, all
You got a
right.
whole
Drake-
20. He
Fine.
in there.
Let's put Drake at 20.
He in there.
We'll put Drake at 20. We'll move Tech 9 up to number
Is this
19.
mic on?
Yeah, every mic is on.
Oh, okay.
We'll move him
Niggas
up to
is
19. We'll move Twista up to 18.
Niggas is disrespectful as fuck.
We'll move.
I love Drake. I want him to come on the
See,
way.
Joe the type of
We'll
nigga.
move
Joe the type of nigga that'll say, Andre 3000 ain't got enough big enough body of work, and then appoint the Biggie and put him on the list.
Nigga,
you
I
big.
got Andre in my
Shut
top
your
5.
hypocritical ass
What the
up.
hell are you talking about?
He the type of nigga
Andre's
that'll
in
say
my
that.
top 5, so what are you talking
He'll
about?
say that. He the type of
Andre's
nigga
in
that'll
my
say
top
that.
5 and Biggie isn't, so what are you
He
talking
the
about?
type of nigga that'll say
What are you
that.
talking about? I'm not the type
you
of nigga.
know what the lick read.
I'm not the type of nigga.
You know what the
I'm
fuck
sorry.
the lick read.
I'm sorry. You got Drake
They
as
know
your
what
number
the lick
7
read.
artist on here. You have Drake as your number 7 artist on here.
Yeah.
You have Drake over Kendrick, and you just said he's not better than Kendrick.
Lyrically, you got a whole criteria. Hey, did he show the criteria to everybody?
That
who
wasn't the
watching?
criteria we
Hold on,
brought into
hold
the
on, hold on.
conversation.
Did he show the criteria that he put in the group page for these listeners?
Read the
and viewers?
read the criteria.
Did he give the criteria?
Read the criteria.
Did he give the criteria?
Read the criteria. In every category, Drake
In
is
every
He's
category.
not gonna be number 7. So
Bro,
hold on. Why do you have
listen.
Wayne on here?
Why do I have Wayne on there? What kind of question is that?
Where's Wayne's
Wayne
success
is
in
Wayne is top 10. Mike,
Where?
Wayne is top fucking 10.
Where? Read the cat. Let's go through the
Wayne
criteria.
is top
The criteria.
10.
The
Are you
criteria. I'm
fucking
gonna go through the
serious?
criteria that
Let's do it.
Joe put in.
Are you
Let's do it.
serious?
Rhyming and wordplay.
Drake.
No. What? Name one witty line Drake has ever said. Let's be honest.
One witty line?
Give me one witty.
Every quotable from Drake is witty.
Really?
What the fuck are you talking
Name
about?
one. Name one.
I'm not a Drake fan.
No, name one.
I'm not a Drake fan. I
Jonah,
don't listen
name.
to Drake
Okay,
like that.
get your phone out and Google one.
But when I hear it,
Give me one. I just need one.
Me being a lyricist, I
just need
gotta
one.
respect it.
I'm waiting on one. Just give me
Creativity.
one.
Creativity, throw him up there.
Yo, you're
Classic
funny.
albums. I don't think Drake has a classic.
Drake ain't got a
Drake
classic
does not
album.
have a classic album.
Okay.
In my opinion. Drake does not.
So- Time being
So
relevant.
he's 1 for 3.
Time being relevant.
So he's 2 for 4.
You said time being relevant.
Yeah, he's
yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
success.
He's
of
definitely
course.
got that.
Of course, he's top of the
Cultural
list.
impact. Yes.
Top of the list again.
Presence. What do you mean by presence?
Presence, when a nigga see an album, are they gonna go? Because this is what he said. When a
Mm-hmm.
nigga see an album, are you gonna go check for the Drake feature? Yes, nigga. He killing this list that you put together. Yes, nigga. Drake deserves to be on it.
I give you that.
And I'm gonna argue for Drake. Look, y'all niggas better screenshot this shit because I'm a Drake hater.
Would you put Drake above Ross?
Yes. Easy.
I can put Drake. I'm not putting
Easy.
I can
If
put
I-
him
if
on my
I
list. I ain't
compare-
putting him top 10.
See,
I
that's
can put him on
why
my
this
list.
discussion is so nuanced. That's why y'all was missing me, bro. This discussion is so nuanced, bro. Let's talk about that. The Rick Ross thing. He probably has one of the best discographies ever. Can we agree?
Yeah, he does.
That don't make you top 20.
Exactly. He's not checking every box that
That's
Drake's
correct.
checking. That's why I can put him over a Rick Ross like
Okay.
that. It's
Rick
it's
Ross ain't
nuanced.
in my top 20.
It's nuanced.
Rick Ross ain't in my top
That's
20.
right. You're right. You're
It's
not
Yeah,
right.
he's not in my top 20.
So YJ, who in your top 5? Since that's much easier to do than 16 through 20.
Yeah.
Who's in your top 5?
I got Nas. I got Jay. I got M. I got Wayne. And I got 3 Stacks.
I can't argue that.
I can.
Who would you argue against on the list?
Success,
Who would you argue against?
Biggie, Tupac, over Wayne, and 3 Stacks. Tupac definitely had the influence. Tupac definitely had the success over Wayne. Tupac definitely had the presence.
First of all, we're not going to discredit. We're not going to say 3 Stacks didn't have success.
That's
he
the
did.
problem.
He did.
That's what we said at the very beginning of the show.
He did.
We're not disrespecting somebody by putting somebody over
No.
them.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what you said as far as you said it as though. Now let me clarify, because you said it as though you quickly said 3 Stacks like it was no success. Let's not forget this nigga got a diamond album.
Solo.
Fucking diamond. It was split in half, 2 solo albums as a double disc. Yes, solo, my nigga. Love Below.
Since you brought
Love,
it up,
the fucking Love Below.
how many records did he rap
The
on?
Love
How many
Below.
records did he rap on it?
Diamond.
How
my
many
nigga.
records did he rap on it?
Diamond.
How many records on that album did he rap on it?
He primarily sung on that.
How many? Jonah, answer the no. Stop. Don't bail him out. How many records on that album did he rap?
This
No,
is what
no.
I'm
That's
gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do.
it's a number.
This
It's
is
a
what I'm gonna
numeric
do.
question.
No.
How many?
No,
How many songs? Don't me. How many songs did he rap on?
Listen.
I'm waiting.
You're using that to make your point.
It's not a point.
No, yeah, you are. Because if I give you the answer, you're gonna say something. That's the point. You ain't finna give me like that. This is what's finna happen.
Okay.
Love Below is probably we credit 808s and Heartbreak to a lot of this new shit that's going
Kanye ain't on
on.
none of our lists. I just want you to put. I want to point that
That's
out.
cool.
He ain't on yours.
He ain't
either.
on mine either.
So
Exactly.
what are we talking about? We're talking about hip hop.
So shut the fuck up and let me say what I'm about to say.
We talking about
We
hip-hop.
credit Kanye West with 808s and Heartbreaks from starting a lot of new shit, right? Sonically, right? And what he did. We give it credit. And a lot of people call that shit a classic album.
Right.
What we not gonna do is forget about the fucking Love Below that came before it. And what that did.
That's probably where Kanye got it from.
He did.
So somebody
3
on-
Stacks.
Somebody that's
fucking
not
3 Stacks.
So somebody that's not on my top 20
Thank you.
was influenced by somebody in my top 10.
Somebody
does
with
not
a,
make
somebody with a classic album was influenced by somebody with multiple classics.
Tupac was better. That's all I'm saying. Tupac was better. Biggie was better. That's all I'm saying. If I'm talking top 5, Andre 3000 is in my top. He's in my
So
top
you'll
10.
take out Wayne and Andre 3000. over
Wayne's not
these.
even Wayne. See, that's why we have a 3-headed discussion, because then we could talk about who would be better in certain categories.
Okay.
If I'm having a 3-headed discussion, I can make an argument for Jay. You can make an argument for Jay. We can figure out who is our number 1 based upon that argument.
Okay, so
If
all
we-
of us got Jay in our top 5.
Yeah.
So where does Jay fall?
1.
Jonah?
If I'm being objective.
If I'm
Where
being,
would Jay
If
fall
I'm
for
being
you?
objective, he's 1.
if I'm following the criteria that Joe said, Jay would have to be number 1.
Yeah.
So Jay was number 1. Who would be number 2?
I want to put this out there too. While we do have this criteria, my personal shit is solely dedicated off of lyricism. This list that I put together and the shit that we arguing and talking about now is based off criteria that was given.
Right.
My soul, let me put that out there for the niggas who might take this shit out of context. I am solely going off criteria given. That is
Okay.
why
Simple.
the list came out how it came
Yeah.
out. Lyricism, my list, it looks a whole lot different. Because in my lyricism list, Black Thought jumps to number 6. So let's,
I
I
understand
just want
that.
to put that out there. Because I got him at 15 right here. With this criteria. So let's,
So who's your
Jay-
number 2?
my number 2 was
Objective?
Jay, but
For being objective. Probably Pop.
If I'm being objective, I'm gonna say Eminem.
Eminem over Pop.
Yeah.
yeah, you gotta go M over Pop.
So that would. Are we,
It's only one box that Pop beats M.
What's that?
I would say
Influence.
influence. But then again, Eminem influenced a lot.
Pop sold a lot of records.
But not
He ain't
more.
sold
M.
not. I mean, he didn't sell more than
Yeah,
Eminem.
M still number. I think he's still number 1.
I think Pac has M over Respect though.
Doesn't that fall under influence?
It could, yeah. I guess you could say it could, yeah.
Yeah, Pac is the master influencer ever. He's on Mount Rushmore of hip hop, regardless if you like him or not.
So if we got Jay-Z, Eminem, Tupac, who would be number 4?
It'd have to be Nas.
Hold on, Jay-Z, Eminem,
And Tupac.
Yeah, Nas.
Nas.
It'd have to be Nas.
Nas. We'll have to go into in-depth explanation.
Yeah, I mean,
Now number
So
5.
this is where
Rewind.
conversations are had.
Now
Rewind.
number 5.
you know what I mean?
This is where conversations are had. Because at the same time I argue about 3 Stacks, 3 Stacks is my number 5.
He's your number 5?
He's my
Because
number
it's
5.
nuance. That happens like that. It's a nuanced discussion. And nobody will ever get this shit right. We all know this.
No, that's a fact.
5. I wouldn't put Andre 3000 over DMX.
I wouldn't put DMX over Biggie. That's my issue. Is DMX has classics. Yes, he has
DMX on your list?
Is he on my list?
Yeah.
I gotta go 3 Stacks. Yeah, DMX is on my
You put 3 Stacks over X?
Yeah.
Why? Sales? Yeah.
There we go. That's one. We did I would say 3 Stacks is more of an influencer than DMX is.
I wouldn't.
I would.
That's hard.
DMX is one of those. See, when DMX's influence, from what I noticed, is more of a, like, you know how you got a rapper's rapper?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like, niggas respect him
Right.
in the game. If you were to go as far as the people, and you compare DMX to 3 Stacks, it'll be more affection towards 3 Stacks.
Yeah, if you're about people, yeah.
Especially if you leave it at solely at music. Where DMX, what can get twisted and blurred with DMX's influence is the love for him and the shit that he went through and the sympathy towards him. That can get blurred with his influence as well. I gotta go 3 Stacks.
See, I'm going.
DMX has more classic albums than 3 Stacks.
See, I'm going 3 Stacks for. There's a part of
That's a lie.
DMX about 2 classic albums in the same year.
If we
That's dope
ranked.
shit.
If we
Andre
ranked
3000,
every single category, so we made a 20 for every single category, number 1 for creativity would be Andre 3000.
Number 1, he's not more creative than Lupe. I don't think anybody is.
I would 100% say he was way
I
more
don't
creative.
think
than
anybody
Lupe.
is.
Nah, he's definitely not more creative than
I
him.
would say it is.
Or Nas.
But he would be number 2. He's definitely more creative than Nas.
I don't think so.
He's for sure.
Nah,
just-
see,
just
see what
mentioned
you're
Rihanna.
doing.
You
What you're
just
doing
mentioned
is you're
Rihanna.
talking about he's create. Nas is not creative within style. He's creative within how he uses his words.
So is Andre.
But Andre was creative in also his style.
Because he dressed like a woman? I don't
No,
count
I'm
that
talking
shit.
about on record.
No, we ain't even talking about that. We talking about
On
solely
record.
On record.
On record, Andre has been one of the more successful risk takers on records.
Why would you say that? Well, why would you say that? Give me an example.
Miss Jackson?
This is a hip hop song.
Correct.
He had a good verse on it.
But within that verse, he had a bar that wasn't even a bar that became literally
I'll
probably
give you
one of
that.
the biggest.
So that's one
Bombs
example.
over Baghdad verse, bro.
That's a good verse.
16.
Listen how creatively he relayed a message.
I don't know what y'all mean.
The
Like,
artist-
Nas relays messages more creatively than Andre does.
Negative.
Nas is a better
debatable-
risk taker.
But hold on.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Hold on.
Negative.
But even if that's a debatable category, we're not talking about Lupe.
Hold on.
In any situation, you can't tell me. So I'm sorry,
You
nobody's
got-
gonna tell me that Lupe is a better storyteller than 3 Stacks. You
I
can't
will.
tell me that.
I will.
The
about to
art of
say that.
storytelling.
I will.
I would
The
definitely
art of
say-
storytelling.
But
The art of storytelling
Lupe
4
is
is
a
one
better
of the
storyteller.
best storytelling records I've ever heard.
Lupe, I'm biased as fuck when it comes to Lupe. Like, I admit it. He is, to my opinion, probably the greatest storyteller.
What's his best storytelling record?
Lupe?
If I would, it would definitely be some shit that a lot of people not familiar with. So I'm gonna say something that people is familiar with.
No. I'm saying if we put record versus record, even if we did this in a posting, if we put record versus record, if I said the art of storytelling 4, and I said give me your best Lupe storytelling record, what would you pick?
Off the top of my head, it'd be rough because I know I'm gonna regret it later when I go listen to some Lupe. I know I'm gonna regret it. I can't just come off the top of my head
I get
and
you.
say his best record.
But what do y'all mean when y'all say Andre? What do you mean creatively though? Maybe because I'm missing.
So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Creatively, the way 3 Stacks puts together his stories, like he reels you in with interest. You know what I'm saying? And that the interest is his flow patterns, and the way he delivers it. He delivers in such a buttery ass way
Okay.
to where it's easy on the ears. Number one.
Okay.
Then he might put a melodic tune in that bitch.
Okay.
Then it's no telling what the cadence might be because it might be fast, it might be slow. He might staccato that shit like Eminem does.
Okay.
Which we think he the goat at that. Which I got an argument for 3 Stacks. All the while relaying some kind of message that you probably won't get or the overall view until the last bar a lot of times.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He does it in such a way where he can keep a casual listener or a person who don't even read the fucking book interested into what's going on.
I see what you're saying. That makes sense.
You know what I mean?
That
So,
makes sense. Okay.
If you see a record right now, so let's do
And
this
let
for
me
all
add before you
categories.
go, Joe. And let me add this too. He did this while being mainstream. You know how hard it is to tell stories and be mainstream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that to me, that deserves credit.
So
Okay.
since we're doing it, pull up the criteria. So we just talked about creatively. So let's take a vote. We got 3 of us, so it's only 3. Somebody got to win each one.
Who is he against though?
We're talking about Lupe versus 3 Stacks.
Okay.
Creatively,
Okay, so rhyming and wordplay. Lupe's better.
Lupe.
I lost.
Creativity, I can see Andre. If
I'm
you-
going Andre.
I'm going Andre.
Presence, Andre.
Andre.
Cultural impact, Andre.
Andre.
Success, Andre.
Andre.
Time being relevant, Andre. Classic. Okay. But I didn't have Lupe like top 5 though.
Nah, I didn't either. But so for the record, with the exclusion of just one person, the top 5 we have here is pretty much identical.
This is a solid
I had
ass top
DMX.
5.
I had DMX.
This is a solid ass top 5. Like people can argue and pick apart shit off of feelings and shit, but this is a nasty ass top 5 though. If this is somebody's starting lineup, you win in every game. You running the table.
Yeah.
So, who is in your top 5 that we did not just put in this top 5?
Mine, DMX. DMX.
So we didn't put Lupe. Skip the rest of the other 10. So we didn't put Lupe.
DMX.
I got Wayne.
We didn't put Wayne. We didn't put Biggie, which I already know is about to happen there.
DMX.
DMX. And it's in the top 5. Okay, who's number 6 out of these? Lupe, Wayne, Biggie, DMX. Where we place it?
I would put, if I'm just being
Make your argument
fair,
for who.
if I'm being fair, and I'm not even talking about my personal list, if I'm being fair, I wouldn't mind if somebody put Biggie or Wayne number 6.
I'm going Wayne.
I wouldn't argue if you put Wayne top 5.
I'm going Biggie.
I wouldn't mind if you put Biggie or Wayne.
We got quite the problem then, don't we?
Well, no, because he's got Biggie or Wayne. You got Wayne,
Wayne.
and I got Biggie. So, pull it up. Let's run through the criteria.
All right.
It's kind of cool.
Rhyming and wordplay,
Biggie.
Wayne.
Wayne.
Wayne. Creativity,
Wayne.
Wayne. Presence,
Biggie.
Wayne.
Biggie.
Wayne. We're not gonna forget about Wayne's run and how long it was.
that's what I'm saying, but that was way after Biggie died.
A part of that, you're right, but it happened.
Yeah,
We
no,
can't
you can't take it out.
We can't fault Wayne for doing something after Biggie's dead. You know what I'm saying?
But when Biggie was on a feature record,
Which wasn't
you
many.
went to that record. But when he was on one, you went to it.
That's hard.
It's very hard because it wasn't many.
Let's come back to that one.
Cultural impact, Biggie.
Biggie.
I mean, people. Success.
Which is
Biggie.
gonna be arguable in about 5 years.
Success is
Biggie.
hard, man. Because
Success,
Biggie.
Wayne's success, though, over a long period of time.
Wayne.
I'm going Biggie.
Dang, that's hard.
Wayne.
Time being relevant, you can't even put Biggie in
Wayne.
there because it's he
Yeah,
died.
Wayne wins. Wayne wins.
We still
Classic
playing
albums?
We still playing Hypnotize.
Classic albums.
Biggie.
Wayne don't have any.
Carter 2 is a classic. Bro.
Come on, man. It's a cult classic.
Carter 2 is a classic, fam.
I'm gonna say Carter 2 is a classic.
I'm not.
But Biggie's first 2 were classics. So.
No, the second Life After Death ain't a classic album.
Come on, bro.
Carter 2 is
Life
for
After
sure.
Death. Life After Death is not a classic album. Ready to Die is a classic album.
I agree.
People just say that because he died, man.
Right.
It's not.
It's that
It's a double
emotional
album.
factor. It's that emotional factor. I hate that. And it's rough. And
That's
again,
hard.
I'm not a hater or anything when it comes to Big, and because I argue vehemently against him. It's for the fact that I actually enjoy Biggie more than I enjoy Pac. Let's get that clear. Like for me personally, it's my listening taste. But I'm not gonna be a hater and say that I gotta go Wayne, bro. I gotta go.
Well,
Wayne.
So
For
can we
s-
put them 6 and 7?
For success, Wayne's gonna win that category.
Yeah,
because
sure.
he
Can you put them
has-
6 and 7?
Wayne's gonna win success over a lot of niggas.
Yeah. Can you put them 6 and 7? It don't matter the order, but are they 6 and 7?
If we voted it that way, sure.
Wayne would win success over Nas.
No, he wouldn't.
Records. We talking about records. Yeah, we talking about records. We ain't talking about investments. If we talking about records, he would win over Nas.
Yeah. I'm a Nas fanatic. Yeah. A lot of times when we do these lists, though, we
Wow.
factor out.
Easily, bro.
Landslide.
Easily, bro.
When we do
I'm a
these
hip hop
lists,
historian, dog. Y'all gonna stop disrespecting.
a lot of
me.
times we factor out when we do these lists. A lot of times we factor out. What's the most important thing to me is respect. Do you get the respect of your colleagues and the respect of just like a real nigga?
Wayne wins that too. Over a lot of niggas.
Not me. I don't buy it. Cause I factor in Wayne.
So if we're talking respect, you gonna tell me Wayne had more respect as lyrically than Biggie?
No, that's what I mean. No, as a
We
respect,
talking about
no.
respect as a lyricist.
No, I'm just talking about respect as
I
what you've
figured
done.
you talking about overall, right?
Yeah, right,
That's what
right.
I'm saying. That's what I'm
Right,
saying.
right.
Yeah, Wayne.
6 and 7. So y'all put them 6 and 7.
We voted.
6 and 7.
Hold
It
on.
don't-
Let's just go 6. Let's go 6 because I can argue Lupe and
I'm not.
Biggie.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not.
I can't.
I'm not.
I can't go that far.
Come on
I can't-
now.
I can't go that
Lupe
far.
goes over Biggie easily.
I
bro.
can't go that far.
Lupe goes over Biggie easily.
I think Lupe lyrically.
All right, so
argue the best
number
rapper.
8,
I got DMX still.
you got DMX over Lupe?
Yes,
Me too.
overall. Yes.
Me too.
Fuck no.
Yeah, me too. Well, let's go through it.
Rhyming and wordplay, Lupe. Lupe's gonna beat everybody.
Hold on. But let's go through the whole thing. Let's go through the whole thing.
Creativity, Lupe. But
So
DMX is not like
No,
he's not uncreative. DMX is creative.
I mean, he made the whole style work.
I mean,
That I
presence, DMX
DMX,
presence is
definitely.
like bar none. Cultural impact,
DMX.
X.
So that's 2 for 2. We're 2
Success, X.
2. DMX.
Time being relevant,
Now, what culture are we talking about though? We talking about solely hip hop culture?
Yeah, hip hop culture.
Now, do we count the overseas market as hip hop culture?
you have to.
Okay,
'Cause that's the reason
Lupe
Wu-Tang got so
expands a
big.
lot. He beats a lot of niggas.
He does.
Lupe, he even beats Biggie in that category.
Yeah.
when you expand it,
But
he
Biggie
destroyed.
Biggie didn't have a long time to like really compare.
Biggie
Right.
toured
Right,
toured nationwide.
and because that
he didn't get a
happened,
chance
and
to.
because that happened, I won't give him a pass over it or knock it against someone else who has more.
But I'm not putting him over DMX in no world.
He beats X in that category.
Time being relevant, I don't think either one of them really like that relevant. But I
No.
think DMX.
DMX is
I think
definitely
DMX
relevant.
was more relevant for a
Yeah,
longer
DMX
period
is
of time.
definitely more
I
relevant.
think they probably had a similar
Yeah.
runtime. They probably had a similar
In
runtime
classic
as far
albums,
as
I think
they-
DMX probably has.
DMX. I'm giving DMX.
Lupe's
I think-
first 2 albums are classic. Food and Liquor and The Cool. You're not gonna.
The cool line of classic album.
The Cool is for sure.
Even if
classic.
you give him that, DMX has 3 classics.
That's cool.
So DMX wins.
DMX.
Lupe's already. Oh, well, he's still not there.
So DMX is 8. Number 9 would be Lupe. I don't see an argument over. I don't see an argument. Who we're missing here? We're missing Rakim,
I got Scarface still.
Scarface, Jada.
I had
You got Drake on yours.
Ooh.
I had also had Kendrick at 8.
But if we
That's a good.
I had
you
Kendrick
gonna
at
do
8.
Kendrick and Lupe?
I
Hold
had
on,
Drake
no.
at 7,
so let's do Kendrick,
Or Kendrick and Drake?
and I had Cole at 9.
Kendrick, Drake, Scarface,
Yeah.
And Cole.
and Lupe. Because we still haven't placed Lupe.
Okay. I'm with Lupe on there.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna write Cole name down too.
somebody but they heartbroken. Scarface might be
So,
off
right.
this list already.
It's a fact. That's a fact.
That's
And
crazy.
that hurts
That's
my
crazy.
heart. That hurts
Nah,
my
that
heart.
hurts my
crazy.
heart. That hurts my heart.
That's
That
crazy.
hurt my heart, bro. Because Scarface is one of my influences when it comes to hip hop in the early days. Like he influenced me actually.
Oh my gosh, bro, we don't even have Rakim in there.
I got Rakim.
No, you have Rakim
I
in
got
your top
Rakim.
10?
I got Rakim in my top 10.
My top
too.
10.
Oh, so then
But we
Rakim.
don't-
No,
remember it's
I
overall,
got Rakim at 14.
Remember, it's overall. I got him in my top. Remember, it's overall.
But I'm saying, if I have Rakim in my top 10,
I got
you
him in my
have
top
Rakim
10.
in your top 10, he
Let me
needs
put
to be
him on
here.
I got him at 14 though. Like you know,
To my overall.
much respect, but he ain't gonna make it.
All right, so you know what? Let's do this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do head to head on 3 of them. Let's do 3 head to heads.
Okay.
And then we'll do a triple threat.
Okay.
So Rakim versus Lupe. Pull up the list.
Lupe wins.
Rhyming and wordplay. I cannot get.
I'm going Rakim.
Lupe.
I would say Lupe would beat almost everybody, but probably Rakim.
I'm going Rakim.
Rakim changed the way people rap.
That's cool.
I'm going Rakim.
That's cool. Lupe.
I don't know if I
So-
can do that.
No, you the deciding vote.
That's for
Rakim,
sure.
dog.
Boom, Rakim won up.
dog.
Next,
That's
Creativity.
nostalgia.
Lupe.
Lupe easily.
I'll say Lupe, man.
Lupe easily.
Goodness
A
gracious.
nigga made a project with him, build and walk, bro. Like,
He
come
did.
On, come on,
He
man.
did.
Creativity.
Presence, the R.
Yeah, Rakim.
Rakim.
That's 2-1.
Culture impact, Rakim.
That's 3-1.
Success,
Lupe. Easily.
I mean,
Nah, let's pull it up.
Easily.
Rakim
mean-
album sales versus Lupe.
Easily. that's
it's not just album sales though. We could do album sales, but success is also like, it's not just predicated on like money and like your how much you sell.
this man's successful.
It's
But see, I'm saying success is gonna. If we're really talking success, that's gonna hurt Lupe, bro. Because he could, but it wasn't really all
Yeah,
Lupe's fault.
It ain't gonna hurt Lupe too much.
it ain't like the nigga ain't rich.
Come
We
on
just saying because Rakim rich, but I'm just saying like success. Yeah, I'll give it to Lupe, man. I'll give it to him.
All right, so Lupe gets success.
Time being relevant, Rakim's still relevant.
I'm
Lupe.
gonna say Lupe.
Lupe.
Classic albums, that's a tie.
We got Eric B and Rakim.
It's a tie.
Lupe.
It's a tie. It got to be a tie.
That's how I feel.
That's tie. It got to be a tie.
Lupe.
If I had to choose a person, though, there's no way I can construct a top 10 and not put Rakim before Lupe. I think it's disrespectful.
Lupe.
I got Rakim.
I got Rakim.
I put so much weight on, and I don't give a fuck who came first, because that argument to me is the dumbest shit on the planet.
No, I agree.
No, that's why
I
Cool
agree.
G Rap is off this list.
So with
So
that,
Big Daddy Kane is not on this list.
which makes the argument of, hey, Rakim changed the way people rap.
He did, though. Like, we wouldn't rap the way we rap if it
That's
wasn't
cool.
for him.
That's cool. That's cool. But that ain't got nothing to do with it being better than what Lupe does.
But
At the time he did that, and at the time of Lupe rapping, Rakim, the way Lupe, there's no, like, I agree with what you're saying. Like, oh, well, if it wasn't for Jordan, it would be no LeBron. I understand that. It's like a foolish argument. Like, LeBron would have still been
It's
born.
dumb as fuck.
You know what I mean? He would have still been born. But at the time, we're talking about at their peaks. Both of them at their peak.
Lupe.
Rakim, and the way he rhymed, his impact, his success, I think trumps Lupe any day.
Lupe's
more
nearest
skilled.
Lupe's nearest lyrical competitor is MF Doom.
but
You think he lyrically better than Nas at his peak?
Yes.
think he's lyrically better than Eminem?
Yes.
Think he's lyrically better than Jay-Z?
Yes.
See, that's where
think-
where now
I
it's
think-
that's
See, I think we doing lyrics just by wordplay and being like witty. Yeah, but I'm talking about it's also how effective is it? Because Lupe's the way he rhymes isn't effective to a lot of people.
Because a lot of people dumb as fucking don't read.
I mean,
I
I
get it.
completely agree with what you're
I
saying.
get
You know
it.
me. I completely
I
agree with
get
what
it.
you're saying. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, I get it. A lot of stuff goes
It's-
over people's head. I get it.
But
But
I
we
wouldn't
act
just
like it ain't there.
No, it's there. But
You know what I mean?
it's not as acceptable to because Jay-Z was very, very lyrical and it was acceptable
Is
to a
our
lot of people.
lyricism criteria for its masses acceptance, or are we honoring the lyricism itself? Because if we're honoring the lyricism itself, it don't matter how complex it is.
Right.
It is supreme lyricism.
You're right. You're right.
I give you that.
But we
it's
get
just
that.
an
But
element.
we do that for Drake.
But it's just
like,
an
oh, Drake
element.
can rap. He can rap. He can rap. Yeah, he can rap. But, he's not.
But
He's not supreme.
That's
lyricist,
why
no.
there's more than one
Drake is a
element
lyricist.
to determine this.
I got Rakim over Lupe.
I go Lupe.
I just can't. I just
I
got
got
can't.
Rakim.
Lupe can rhyme with anybody though.
Rakim is number 9.
Lupe can. I put Lupe in number
Oh,
two.
whoa. No. Rakim wins this one.
Okay.
Kendrick and Drake. Let's talk about it.
Ain't enough for me to talk about. Kendrick wins. We can go over the stuff. I think Kendrick wins.
Jonah, you have
Rhyming and wordplay, Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Creativity, Kendrick.
Kendrick.
Presence, Drake.
Drake.
Cultural impact,
Drake.
Success, Drake.
Drake.
Time being relevant, they're both relevant.
They came
Drake.
out.
Drake came before him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Drake.
Classic albums, Drake has no classic albums. Kendrick arguably has 4.
That's a tie.
So wait, no. That's 4-3. That's 7 categories, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Run. Let's do that again.
Rhyming and wordplay,
Kendrick.
Kendrick. Creativity,
Kendrick.
Kendrick. Presence, Drake. Cultural impact,
Drake.
Drake. Success,
Drake.
Drake. Time being relevant. I think they're
Drake.
both
That's
relevant.
4.
Drake wins. He been.
That's 4. So Drake got 4.
Classic albums though.
That's
That's album.
That's
See,
Kendrick.
but I think the weight of some of these should weigh more.
That's
This is
what
talking
I
about
think.
MCs.
That's
if
what
you
I
don't have a
think.
classic album,
That's
you
what I
can't be
think.
on the list if you don't have a classic album.
So
That's how I
does that
feel.
kill Drake's argument?
That's how I feel.
Does that
At least
kill?
my personal?
Hold on. So
No,
if you,
that's
if-
arguable, though.
So if you have to have a classic album, does that hurt Andre 3000 because he does not have a classic hip hop
He
album?
does have a classic hip hop.
He's a part of a hip hop
Come on,
group.
man. ATL,
I mean, you got to be. He is part of a hip hop group.
Get
You
the
got to
fuck
put
outta
him
here. His contributions way more than a lot of niggas realize.
Well, I can't see. Y'all make a good point because
But
if I
once
said
again, this
that-
is why I said at the beginning of
Yeah,
the show, we're
yeah.
not adding groups.
Nah, but even that, just me saying classic album, Wayne doesn't have a classic album, so I have to put him off the list.
Carter 2, bro. Carter 2.
I don't think it's a classic album, so
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
Jadakiss will be off the list.
I'm gonna keep it a being with you. I think the list is fine, but I really think we needed to I really think the only exception we could make here is
What?
Lupe versus Wayne. Because I think it's a flip flop. I think one of them is top 10, and one of them can fall out of it. Because you gotta, respectfully, I'm not saying you gotta have Rakim on your list.
That's what y'all niggas saying. That's
But
exactly
I'm not.
what y'all niggas saying.
No, but what I'm saying is, 6 to me is debatable.
I'm sorry. One thing having one thing under your belt don't make you top 5, but make you top 10.
I agree.
Bro. Like that's all Rakim got under his belt.
If we do,
Nigga, he changed the way niggas rap. Wayne changed the way niggas rap. Who? No, who punched in succession?
He did.
Like Wayne before he started punching in succession.
Jada.
he did.
No, Jada didn't.
He
Jada did not punch every bar. Jada would punch every other bar, and then some of them weren't even heavy. They weren't even haymakers. Wayne would go through a whole shit with haymakers half the time.
Wayne, I get at the Wayne.
I can't.
But if I
give that.
measure-
I'm not giving that. I'm not giving.
But if
I'm
I
not
measure,
giving that.
If I measure Wayne,
The We Are the
against-
Streets album.
We're not gonna
The
act
We
like
Are the
no
Streets
Simmons
album
don't
is a
exist.
Bible
We are
to
not gonna
punchline
act
rappers.
like we're not gonna act like it was supreme.
Cassidy
it wasn't supreme
did-
lyricism.
Cassidy
on no
does
Simmons.
what
that was
Wayne-
supreme lyricism.
Okay, Cassidy did it better.
I just said no ceilings, bro. There's nothing Cassidy got that's better than no ceilings, bro. So let's
If
not
I
even
had to
talk
measure-
about
That's a record. Hold on, no, stop. See, that you kill your argument. You're saying that Wayne, nobody punches in succession like Wayne did.
Yeah.
And then you bring up an album. We're not talking about an album. We're
Listen,
talking about just bar for bar.
I do
Once
one
again,
better. Pick a song off the album. It don't fucking matter. Pick anything from No Ceilings and put it against Cassidy.
Bar for bar?
Bar for fucking bar.
He's gonna be way better than way better than Wayne.
Negative.
But if
Nobody
I-
want to hear that setup. Nobody want to hear them fucking setups.
But that's what you're doing. You're nitpicking it. You talk about me nitpicking it, and you just said nobody wants to hear the setups.
I said punchlines in succession. That's why I just said nobody want to hear the Cassidy setup.
But you hear it every single time you hear Wayne rapping those ceilings. That's Gilly all the way through.
I can't argue against
There
that.
ain't no fucking Gilly on no
Can't
ceiling. He was
argue
out of the picture when that shit was
That's
going
Gilly
on. bro.
all the way
that
through.
Shit is all the way done out of the picture. That's no fucking Gilly. We're not gonna do that. That's a whole
Gilly all
different
the way
time
through.
frame. That's a whole different when that scandal, what did that shit niggas were talking about? That's a whole different time frame from when No Ceilings dropped. So either do your history
Gilly all
and
the
check
way
that shit out,
Gilly all the way
So,
through.
or sit down, bro. That don't
if we
got nothing to do with No
If we
Ceilings.
measure Wayne straight up with Lupe, Wayne will win.
He will win. He will win all the criteria.
He'll win.
Okay,
Wayne
let's
will
run it
win
back.
criteria.
So, Rakim or Lupe?
I go Lupe.
Rakim.
I'm going Rakim.
I gotta go Rakim.
So that means Lupe is automatically gonna.
It's okay if he's not in the top 10.
But is Lupe better than Kendrick?
I think he
Yeah,
is.
he's better
Is
than
Lupe
Kendrick.
better than Drake?
I think he is.
Is Lupe better than Scarface?
I think
Hold on, hold
I
on,
think
hold
he's
on.
also better than Tupac.
But you talking about better like skill. He's better than everybody on the list almost. But you mean
Per
based on the
category.
criteria?
Per criteria.
No. He won't even beat Drake in the criteria.
Does Drake? So Drake and Kendrick are tied right now.
All right.
Does Drake and Kendrick each, if we put it pound for pound, would they beat Rakim?
Drake would go over Kendrick. Drake would go over Kendrick. It pains me.
See what
to
I'm
say
saying?
It pains me. It pains me to say
But
it.
if I'm being fair, yeah.
If you being
If
fair,
I'm being
Drake
fair,
will go over
now, if
Kendrick.
I'm just basing off what I personally like lyrics and album
I
concepts
wouldn't
and
even
stuff.
bring up Drake.
Right.
You know what I'm
If you're being-
saying?
if I'm being objective, yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to be as objective as possible.
Damn, that's crazy to say.
Crazy as fuck to say because we got Tupac at 3.
That's crazy to say, man.
I mean, even if we were doing just bars, Tupac wouldn't be three.
Tupac wouldn't be on the list at all.
Damn, that's crazy.
Hey, screw this, bro. Let's talk bars.
Let's talk bars.
talk
Thank
bars,
you,
bro.
Thank you. Fuck that
care
shit.
about this. Let's talk bars.
bars. Goddamn.
All right, let's talk bars.
Let's talk bars.
Hell yeah, let's talk bars.
What's your
Nigga.
You already know
top five?
You already know my number one.
Top five
Don't
bars.
even ask me. You already know
top
my number
five
one
bars.
is.
No,
You already
top
know.
5 bars.
You already know what number one is. Don't even ask me.
So Nas is number 1.
Easily. To
Now,
me.
now do we need a criteria?
Bars.
No, we just talking about bars.
Bars.
We can break
Lyrics.
bars down.
We just talking about bars.
We can break lyrics down.
We talking about bars.
You break it down.
Screw
people's feelings gonna
success.
get hurt.
Screw word. We
People's
talking
feelings
about
gonna hurt.
bars.
You gonna break it down?
We talking about bars.
Who you got number one right now?
I'm
Nas? Oh, just make
let's
the
take
list
5.
first?
Let's take 5. Let's take 5. You got Nas,
Lupe.
Nas, Lupe.
Jay.
I'll put Jay there.
Put M on there. Put 3 stacks on there.
I'm not.
For lyrics, nigga, you fucking serious?
I'm taking notice here. We talking
Who you
bars.
put?
Serious? Yeah, we talking bars.
Who you putting? Bar for bar. If you talk bar for bar, Andre wouldn't be there.
I'm Jay.
Because people just mentioned Andre sings and he harmonizes in the middle of his
I'm gonna
verses.
put Jay. You know what? I'm gonna put
That
3 stacks on
Nah,
here. I'm gonna put 3 stacks on here.
who better bar for bar, Andre or Jada?
Jada.
Andre.
Jada's better.
Jada.
Andre?
So Andre's out. So now who's better bar for bar, Wayne or Jada?
Jada. Bar for bar?
Yeah.
Wayne.
Biggie. All right. So Wayne is already out. He's
Biggie's
out.
not in there.
Wayne
So-
is on there. Put Wayne on that shit.
Biggie not in there.
So-
We talking about bars. Wayne is on the list.
We just X'd him out. We're just group votes.
Wayne is on the list.
Jada versus Biggie.
You just said Jada versus Wayne and X'd out Wayne.
Jada bar for bar is
Get
better
the fuck
than
out of
Wayne.
here.
Jada is better.
Bro, get the,
Bar for bar,
Get
Jada's
the
better
fuck
than
out of here. We let Jada
I
slide
heard
on them powder puff ass bars a lot of times.
Hey,
and
don't be disrespectful.
and we
Don't be
admire his
He said
voice.
that. He said that. I don't
His
admire
voice-
His fucking
I don't
voice.
admire
He got
man's
a
voice.
yeah. He got a hard ass, raspy ass voice.
Pause. I ain't admiring.
You know what he
nobody's
means.
voice.
And the bar be powder puff.
A lot of Wayne bars don't even make sense.
Yeah, that's true.
I done heard some Jada bars that ain't make no fucking sense.
Hey, you want some bars don't make sense. If we break down Eminem bars, oh my god.
I'm not going.
Oh
there with
my
you.
god.
I'm not going there with you.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna reach that far.
I'm not
because
gonna-
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna reach that far. for this.
Because Eminem does have some of the best though.
Nah, I'll give you that. It evens out though. There's a balance.
But the same thing with Wayne.
Same
No.
thing with Wayne.
Wayne-
Wayne and Eminem are parallel beings, bro.
I'm not
I don't
saying
care
that.
what nobody say.
I'm
Bro.
not saying that.
They
Eminem
parallel
smoked.
beings. They
Eminem-
both.
Eminem
bro, I
smoked.
swear to God, bro. They both got the as the same things you can discredit one for, you can discredit the other for. And the same thing you can praise one for, you can praise the other for. Boy,
But I can say one
promise
was
you,
that was
they
clearly
parallel
better.
like a motherfucker.
One was
You
clearly
right.
better than
You
the
right.
other.
Eminem's better than Wayne.
Yeah.
I agree.
But Wayne is.
But
Is
Wayne,
Jay- are we putting
but with
Jay-
that comparison,
Are we
why the
putting?
fuck Wayne wouldn't be on the list?
So we got
You know what I'm
Nas.
saying?
We got Nas, Lupe.
That's disrespectful as
we
shit.
got. I'm trying to make sure this 5 is locked in because then we're gonna talk about the bench. So we got Nas, Lupe, Jay-Z, Eminem, and Jada as the starters. Who can we?
Black Thought,
Black Thought better than Wayne?
Royce. Yeah, Black Thought better than Wayne.
Okay.
Royce is better than Wayne too.
Black
Royce
Thought-
is also better than Jada. Black Thought is also better than
I ain't
Jada.
saying
Get
Black
the fuck
Thought's better
Jada out
than
the
Jada.
top 5.
Nah, Black Thought ain't better than Jada.
Black Thought is better than Jada. Nigga, what
Hey.
kind of fuck shit is that?
On some conscious rap, but bar for bar now. Man.
Bar for bar, nigga, it don't matter what the listen. So this is what you telling me because it's street, because the bars are street, because the
No,
bars are
I'm saying
street.
'cause
That
the
makes
bar-
it better. You
No,
get what you
all
get
bars
the
better.
problem with that shit. You get the problem with that shit. Where is the creativity in the bars, bro? Black Thought. It don't matter if you're talking about some street shit or
We're not-
some country shit. The bar is hard regardless,
I ain't
bro.
saying that. You can play any Black Thought song right now, and I guarantee you we're waiting 3 minutes before we hear a punchline.
He don't rap punchlines though.
Lyricism isn't predicated off punchlines.
We're waiting 3 minutes
you know
before we
Joe's
get
a punchline guy, so
But
I mean, that's-
we're still
Lyricism
waiting.
isn't
We're still waiting
predicated
on
off-
lyricism. We're still waiting on lyricism from him.
From who?
From Black Thought.
Joe smoking cigarettes back.
I'm sorry.
He's smoking cigarettes.
Play me
back.
one Black Thought song. Play me. I'm dead
Smoking
serious.
cigarettes
Pull up a
backwards.
song.
Hey,
No,
listen.
pull up a song from Black
Hey,
Thought
listen.
right now. You know what? I'll do it myself. I'll do
Joe,
it
we
myself.
had this episode though.
Nope.
Me and you
I will
talking about.
play a song from Black Thought. Listen.
He don't rap punchlines
No,
though.
I didn't say anything about punchlines. He said supreme lyricism.
He is-
Those are his words. Nope, shut up. I'm playing it. I'm gonna find a record from Black Thought on YouTube
This nigga
right
really
now.
left. Oh my god.
Hold on. What's the name of this song? What They Do. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I'm waiting for the supreme lyricism that we're gonna hear. We're gonna hear some supreme lyricism. Y'all ready? Here comes some supreme lyricism.
Yeah. Yeah. You better believe it. The way that I'm coming, the way that I'm leaving. It's never a reason for the team to be starving with one of us eating. The game is deceiving. You think you got homies, they turning to legions. This is the season, cause all of my homies are offered the leashes. Yeah, this what we are. Flexing and stunting their cars. Putting the check on your arm. The diamonds we on. Straight from the motherland, look what we on. Snake on the charm. I can't get down. I seen the bigger picture in the riches. We not taking home. I'm in the zone. Getting my credit up. Know where I'm headed. This life is alone. Auto with that flow. Like a rifle with the pin shade. My enemy, the industry, your favorite rapper enslaved. My legacy engraved. I do this till I'm engraved. Control rage in pocket like loose change. They gon' plot behind your back and try to get ahead. If you gotta take a L, don't take it to the head. If devoted to the grind, they gon' think you off your meds. You can never stop a movement as soon as it grow legs.
I ain't got no time to push now. If you dummy, I'm gon' put you in your place now. My day won't stay down. We been grinding, now we shining, we don't play around. But I got time, I got speak up if you got some on your mind, on your mind, on your mind. But I got time, speak up if you got some on your mind, on your mind.
Speak up. Be clear, no need for tap dancing. I'm the spook by the door, dressed like a black Klansman. Indeed, what you got on your mind, proceed, but I'll die fighting. We don't abide by the same creed. Smartest people you know are the easiest to mislead without a plan. Ego driven to a land of make believe. I got time today. I bought a little reprieve, composed poetically. Now I'm aesthetically pleased, under siege. See the pendulum of hypnosis as it swings. Train of thought going through locomotions. Doing mental aerobics, I'm feeding you small doses. Ready for war, I train with Ukrainian soldiers. The coldest, but we polar opposites. My throne where the prophet sits. Like water for chocolate, it should be common sense. Ain't gotta ask how the king bask in opulence. Revenge ain't a dish, it's a kiss from the apocalypse.
I ain't got no time to waste now. If you doubt me, I'm gon' put you in your place now. My day won't stay down. We've been grinding, now we shining, we don't play around. But I got time. I got stick up if you got some on your mind.
Waters.
But I got time.
Lyricism to me is you get your pen out, and everything you write matters. When you get your pen out, nobody can test your pen. Nobody can test Nas's pen. Nobody can test Lupe's pen. Nobody can test Jay-Z's pen. At his prime, you're not testing Eminem's pen. It's tough to test Jada's pen. If we find somebody that's better, I'll take it.
Okay.
But Black Thought's not testing his pen. He's legendary, so we give him the legendary respect, but he's not testing his pen. Listen, hold on. That's not a punchline.
Nah.
But that's penmanship.
It's witty. But in the way that you measure it though. Yeah. I think Black
I'm
Thought,
just saying, if I'm going lyricism,
yeah.
for conscious rappers, Talib Kweli better than Black Thought.
No. There's no way.
Mos Def ain't better?
In his prime he might be.
I think High Tech Kweli was better than Black Thought. I think
High Tech Quality, I could.
that's what I'm basing it off.
Okay. But if I go from the Roots first album to the that's hard.
But consistency, definitely I'm gonna give Black Thought that.
Yeah. But at their peak, I wouldn't mind somebody saying Quality over Black Thought. Most Def the best out of all of them. If you're talking about at his peak.
I'm sorry, I'm just not putting Black Thought on my. He's not better than Jada. We put that question out to the masses.
They don't really know what Black Thought is, so it's like a wash. They had to listen for a long time. But you can put Jada before Black Thought. I can see that. I'm not saying that it's like but I can see it though.
But see, the issue is they want to put, like, Jonah wants to put Black Thought in the top 5. You don't realize that Black Thought could be 6. What's wrong with being 6?
No, I think he could be top 10. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
All right, so if we got a 5, we got Nas, Lupe, and I'm letting y'all have Lupe. I'm giving y'all Lupe. I put Lupe a little bit different, but I'm giving y'all Lupe because I can understand. I can see your argument.
Okay.
No argument to me was made for Black Thought. It was just, he should be here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all have made the argument to me for Lupe.
Okay.
And I can make the argument for you for Jada.
Okay.
So, we got 5. Nas, Lupe, Jay-Z, Eminem, Jada. Let's put 3 Stacks on here. Because we debated him. Let's put Biggie on here.
Okay.
Let's put Black Thought. Let's put Wayne. Let's see. 1, 2. Now so, Rakim? Is Rakim on our... We're talking bars.
Yes. Yes.
So, Nas, Lupe, Jada, Nas, Lupe, Jay-Z, Eminem, Jada, 3 Stacks, Biggie, Black Thought, Wayne, Rakim. Is this list something that can be torn apart?
Could it be torn apart? No. Mm-hmm. You can substitute some people, but they can't be torn apart.
Who's an honorable mention on this list?
For lyricism?
Yes.
Mos Def. I think Common's vastly underrated. I don't know why.
I think Royce is my only substitution.
Royce too. Royce is big underrated. Joe.
See, I just think Royce is
Big L. We just talking about lyrics.
Yeah, we just talking about bars.
Redman.
Now hey, for our listeners, now I can put Big Pun in this list.
Yeah, Big Pun. Dang, that's hard.
But can I put anybody that we just named?
Can
Can we put any of them over anybody we just said?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Wayne in his prime
No.
was a monster.
He's not better than anybody on the list, though. Is he on the list?
Wayne is in the list.
He top 10?
He top 10.
No.
Who can you argue?
Bar-wise?
I'm open to conversation. Who would you put on this list in place of Wayne?
Redman bar for bar is better than Lil Wayne.
Well, what do you think, Jonah? Hey, Jonah, what do you think?
Bar for bar? Both in their prime? Both in their prime? Muddy Waters Redman versus Carter 2 Wayne.
See, Muddy Waters would win that one, but No Ceilings Wayne would beat Muddy Waters right, man.
I don't think so. I don't think so. That's hard. That's hard, though.
I will say I can knock out Wayne any day for. I could knock out Wayne or Rock or I can knock out Wayne or Black
What
Thought
Royce
for
at?
Royce. That Royce ain't. I'm saying if
Royce
we,
better than Wayne.
I agree.
Lyrically, you're better than Wayne.
I'm gonna put Royce in here.
Um,
Is Wayne better than Black Thought?
no.
Is Wayne better than Black Thought?
No. Not lyrically, no.
Jonah, what do you think?
No.
Is Wayne better than Black Thought?
No. But if somebody put him over Black Thought, I wouldn't get mad.
See, I'm weird. I would say Wayne is better than Black Thought.
Why, though?
But I don't like.
Because I'm not
Bars-
just talking about bars. Like, even in the midst of a song, do your bars work in the song? It's
That's
not just
true.
spitting over a beat.
That's true.
It's not just a Millie Wayne. Black Thought is conceptual. He's a conceptual type of person. The Roots,
Yeah.
they're a conceptual group.
So then you're gonna say.
I'm gonna say Black Thought.
So we got Nas, Lupe, Jay-Z, Eminem, Jada, 3 Stacks, Biggie, Black Thought, Royce, Rakim. Who are you putting over here? Who you putting over? Who could be moved off this list? Could we move off 3 Stacks lyrically?
No.
Could we move off Biggie lyrically? For the
Biggie-
time he was here, I'm not putting nobody. I'm not moving Biggie off the list. For the time he was here, he gave us a body. He gave us a style that can't be replicated. Still,
But we're talking about just lyrics, though.
I'm talking about lyrics.
See, and Biggie
See,
wasn't a
Biggie-
bar for bar
See,
person.
Biggie was such a swag rapper.
That's what I'm saying.
bro.
That's what I mean. Because Biggie lyrically not better than Scarface. Lyrics wise, there's no way. But they're two different type of MCs. That's why you can't.
I don't live in New York no more. Hey, you know what? See, we used to have somebody that we would talk about these things with. His name was Patrick, but he ain't here no more. So, it would be nice if, somebody could, get him to chime in. I don't know, bro. I'm putting Big in my list. Big is an untouchable for me.
All right, that's fine.
Nas, Lupe, Jay-Z, Eminem, Jada, 3 Stacks, Biggie, Black Thought, Royce, and Rakim. Do we give Rakim too much respect, or is he right where he needs to be?
Too much respect.
There's no way you can give too much respect. If anything, he don't get enough respect.
Is there artists is there somebody with bar for bar that we're gonna put over Rakim?
No. You
Royce?
could put Coogee Rap bar for bar over Rock.
Royce.
Royce is on the list.
Over
Can we
Rakim.
put Wayne?
Is he over Rakim, though?
Because Wayne is the only person that's not on this list.
Is,
So
he,
can
is
we?
he over Rakim though?
Wayne?
Royce?
Royce.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lyrically,
Yeah. Nigga. Yeah.
Yeah.
Royce, nigga.
Yeah, I'm
yes.
putting Royce over.
both in their prime?
Yes.
Absolutely not.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
I'm going Royce.
I mean,
Royce.
the majority wins. So if y'all put them on there,
So
sure.
the only person I know on here that the only person that started on this list is not here anymore is Lil Wayne. So is Wayne better than Rakim?
No.
Is Wayne better than Black Thought?
No.
Yeah.
Not lyrically, no.
Yeah.
But if y'all put them over there, I wouldn't get mad.
Make your
Understand?
argument why Black Thought is better. Make your argument why you think Wayne is better.
Wayne is a punchline rapper.
Wayne wins bar for bar.
Wayne is a punchline rapper. A lot of Wayne songs don't make sense. He's just rhyming for the sake of rhyming, a la Eminem.
Yeah.
Black Thought is a conceptual person. The Roots are a conceptual group.
Yeah.
Everything he says makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
So the nuance of the lyrics are going to be different.
Yeah.
Black Thought doesn't rhyme to a punch.
I agree.
Wayne rhymes to a punch.
Yeah.
Even on girl songs, he'll rhyme to a punch.
Yeah.
Black Thought doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So it's two different types of ways of rhyming.
It is.
Because
Which I was
it's the-
saying
it's the-
earlier.
it's the same way Jay-Z and Eminem. Jay-Z doesn't necessarily rap to a punch.
Facts.
Eminem raps like he raps almost in an animated way,
Mm-hmm.
and he's rapping for shock value. Jay don't rap like that.
I get you.
That's a fact.
So some people are like Eminem's lyrically better than Jay, but is he really?
Yeah.
Is he really? Probably not. That's what I mean. It's the same type of thing. I prefer
It's different.
like conscious because I prefer like Common, Black Thought,
Right, me
Nas.
too.
I prefer that type of person.
too.
Some people prefer
Me too.
the Waynes, the Hoes,
Me too.
where they could dress it up
Right.
and it still be acceptable. So I understand if you say Wayne's better. I just prefer Black Thought.
Yeah.
So I won't be mad
Yeah.
if you put Wayne over Black Thought.
If it's another element too that has to be looked at with these it's, with people like Eminem and Wayne, their points are different. Like
Right.
the point that they're making is different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Is then somebody like a Jay.
Correct.
You know what I mean? He's
Correct.
making a different point, different statement, and it resonates with people differently.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it is nuanced even when it comes to the bars. But I definitely got to go Wayne.
Because Wayne and Eminem are not rapping. They're not rapping to like be deep or anything.
Right,
No,
right.
They're rapping.
They got bars in their head.
Yeah, they
trying to
just.
get off.
I need to
They
get
trying
this
to get
out.
the bar off. Yeah.
I hope you like it. I hope it's tight.
Yeah.
That's how they rhyme.
Which some people will respect and
Right.
some people won't. Because I like I said, just like you, we're along the same lines. Is we like the conceptual.
Like Lupe.
Like that's why I love Lupe so much. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like we agree in that.
Because if I'm just being like completely, if we just talking about just bar for bar, yeah, if you're going just line for line, you'll say Wayne is better than Black Thought because his intention is to rhyme bar for bar.
Yeah.
I get you.
Black Thought's intent because Royce bar for bar is probably better than Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Because his intent is to just like I'm trying to wow you every bar.
Gotcha.
Jay-Z don't rhyme like
Royce
that.
challenges Eminem pen. Bar for bar.
It's even. I think in their prime, Eminem is better. That's
So-
both in their prime.
Nas number 1,
To me,
Lupe number 2, Jay-Z number 3, Eminem number 4,
I'm cool with that.
Jada number
I
5.
am not cool with that. Royce
Three
goes,
Stacks number-
Royce goes over Jada.
I don't think so.
Royce goes over
But
Jada.
once again, it's a different type of rhyme because they're not rhyming the same.
Jada goes 5, 3 Stacks 6, Biggie 7, Black Thought or Royce.
That's-
Wait,
that's another thing.
See, now we're in this conundrum because we got
Andre
3 spots and 4 people. We
Andre
got Black
3000.
Thought. We got Black Thought, Wayne, Royce, Rakim. Somebody can't make this
Andre
list.
3000 bar for bar is not better than Royce the 5'9" bar for bar. Nobody's going to convince me of that.
No.
See,
And neither
stylistically,
is Jada.
hold on. See,
Neither is Jada.
stylistically,
Put on any Royce joint, put on any Jada joint,
But-
Royce wins.
but stylistically though, why is
I don't
Andre
care
3000
what
on
joint
this
you put
list?
on.
People like Andre 3000 because the way.
No.
Well, because he's saying
This
something.
is us.
That's what's
for the
Bar
for the
for
argument
bar.
that you put up,
Black
for
Thought,
Black
yeah,
Thought,
right.
That's why he's on his
That's
list.
what I'm saying. So they measure it differently.
Yeah, it's measured differently. Like I don't give street hip. That's why I'm not high as on Jay-Z as other people. I don't put street rap on his pedestal. I don't do that shit. That's dumb as fuck to me.
Why
You know
is
what
it
I'm saying?
dumb?
I respect what he did.
Wait, why is it dumb?
It's dumb to put that shit on the pedestal for a number of reasons.
But you can't say that's dumb when something that's relatable to you is smart.
No. That's not my argument, Joe. You just totally missed what I just said. I said I personally don't put street rap over another type of rap just because, like, that's why a lot of people like certain people like Jada or Jay-Z and whatnot because it hits harder to them. When I can say a Black Thought or a Royce and you know what I'm saying, and then say that hit harder for me. Well, I got to put them line for line to make it make sense. That's what I got to do. And that's why I go Royce over motherfucking Jada. Bro, that don't make no goddamn sense, bro. Royce over Jada. all day,
even
every
so,
day.
even if we say that, bar for bar, Andre 3000 not better than Jadakiss bar for bar. There's no way. People,
He's not. He's not better than Royce.
And
bar for
this is
bar.
what I mean when I say Andre 3000. People overrate him. I'm not saying he's not a
Jada
great
is
MC.
also overrated when it comes to the
might be.
lyricism. That's real.
But people overrate Andre 3000. There's nobody we've named that Andre 3000 he can rap, but bar for bar he's not better than them. The people we named.
It's a lot of people he's not. Yeah. If you go bar for bar on that level, he's not gonna win.
He's not better than Kendrick bar for bar.
He's not gonna win on that.
Andre 3000. He's not better than
think he
Kendrick
would-
bar
I
for
think
bar.
he would smoke
that's
Kendrick.
I think it's a good ass
I think
argument.
he would
Because
smoke
I
Kendrick.
think they have more light than people realize.
Yeah, I think
Kendrick is a one man outcast a lot of times. That was my first impression of Kendrick.
Kendrick definitely pulls from them. I think Stacks would smoke him. To be honest, let's say if we were talking battle tested, if there was a battle testing going on right now, Nas versus Lupe, which would be epic, Jay-Z versus Eminem, which has already happened, Jada versus 3 Stacks. If we're just doing like a battle testing type of situation, I think 3 Stacks loses a lot of these matchups.
I think he beats Jada.
I don't think he beats Jada. That's
in a
what
room full of niggas, you put 3 Stacks and Jada. I think who
Jada
wins the crowd?
smokes
3
him.
Stacks. I think 3 Stacks wins the crowd.
How? Okay, opinion. That's all we doing. It's all
It's
opinion.
all opinion.
I think Jada bar for
It's just so
bar
many factors,
smokes
bro.
him.
It's so many factors. If you
In
put
prime.
niggas in the room, it's just so much fact. It's so
in
many
their prime. In their prime.
But also, Jada is that type of rapper, and
Yeah.
3 Stacks really isn't.
In their prime.
And that's why
It's-
the shock value is going to be so much greater when it
That's
comes
what I'm
to
saying. We
Stacks.
just talking about bars. In their prime.
Especially if you take away a beat from 3 Stacks, a lot more shit makes sense. And
In
you
their,
go, oh shit,
in their
he said
prime.
that.
Is Andre 3000 in his prime better than Redman bar for bar in his prime?
No.
No, there's no way he
No,
is.
not even close.
There's just no way.
So is Andre 3000? Let's be real here. Bar for bar, is he in the top 10? Because we keep saying he is, just to say he's in the top 10.
I don't do that.
But really, is he in the top 10?
He's not better than Pun,
I put him
bar
up
for
there.
bar. He's not better than Pun.
I put him up there.
He's not better than.
I put him up there. We agree.
So we got to kick somebody out.
We
Nas, Lupe, Jay-Z, Jada, 3 Stacks, Biggie, Black Thought, Royce,
He better
Wayne.
than Biggie. Bar for bar, he better than Biggie.
for sure.
He better than Biggie. But
Biggie
So
was
we gotta
doing-
kick somebody
Biggie
out.
was doing a
Nas-
lot of, Biggie was
Nas-
doing a lot of just rhyming too on a lot of joints.
yeah,
we just rhyming.
But Biggie, once again, Biggie's intent is not to bar you to death when he rhymes.
But
His intent is not to bar you to death when he rhymes.
Same with 3 Stacks.
So
so then, why would if that's not his?
Because this is a lyricism category. That's how we started out. We didn't start out bar for bar. We started out lyricism. That's why 3 Stacks was
I
brought.
thought you said bar.
No, we literally said bars. We never said lyricism.
But we didn't say bar for bar. We said bars.
That's
Okay. So,
Okay. So bar. So if we're talking bars, I'm not taking Biggie out the list.
Okay.
Okay.
If we're talking bars, can't take Jada out the list. Can't take M out the list.
We
Can't
can
take
take
Jada.
Jada out.
We could easily take Jada out.
We could take Andre out the list.
We could.
So if we took, so let's do it. Andre and Jada are out the list. Who are we replacing them with?
Pun. We
There
could
we
put
go.
Pun
We
in
can
there.
put pun. Now we can talk pun.
We could put Pun in
We
there.
can for sure talk pun.
Big L.
We can start talking Big L.
can
We can
talk-
talk
you can
these
talk Big
names
L.
now. We can talk these names.
You could talk G-Rap.
We can talk Talib.
I wouldn't put Big. I wouldn't put in. If I'm putting Big Pun and Big L in the list over.
All right.
Because I can debate anybody. I'm not putting them over Big L. Bar for
You
bar.
say you're not putting nobody over Big L?
I'm saying if we're for the 2 that we just added,
Oh, okay.
for anybody that's not on this list already,
Right.
I can't tell
I'm
you
gonna be
two.
honest with y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna be so honest with y'all. We go bar for bar. I like Royce over almost everybody.
I can't put him over Big L. Because Big L was literally
that,
a bar for
could.
bar.
that
person.
includes Big
I
L.
could.
I definitely put him over Big L.
Who you don't like him over? Who you don't like Royce
I
over?
couldn't put Royce
Like
over
Lupe,
in his
Nas.
prime slim.
That's it.
Just bar for bar. I got him over Nas and Lupe.
In his prime Jay, I couldn't put him over that.
That's tough.
I got him over Jay too. Bar for bar.
That's tough.
That's tough because Jay
That's tough.
Royce competition becomes very small. It becomes Eminem.
If you like listen to Royce rap though, I can understand where you're coming from.
You get what I'm saying? Like, you gotta
if you
listen
just
to that shit.
And Joe a big Royce fan, so he understand.
Nah,
He just
but
listen to
even
rap.
being a big Royce fan, this ain't even biased. I can't put him over Jay.
Easily.
line for line,
Line for line. If you go through,
Jay's catalog.
bro,
Jay's catalog consists of a lot of quotables. That don't make them bars though.
I can't say that. Before I go Jay quotables, I can literally say Jay has dropped bars. Some of your
Jay's
heaviest
drop-
punch
I can't come
from
off.
any era. You can go from the 90s. You can go from the Hard Knock Life era. You can go Reasonable Doubt. You can go any
When I listen
album.
to Jay, I've never experienced like, oh, that's hard.
I have.
I
I've
can't say that,
experienced.
bro.
I've
lot.
experienced.
I can't say that, bro.
I can't say that punch was hard. I've had the stink face. I've never had the stink face
I
for
can't
what
say
Jay
that.
line. I've had
That's crazy.
You get what I'm saying? I've
Yeah.
had.
How is that true when you love the Black Album?
I do, and I didn't go for no motherfucking punchlines. It was no punchlines, really.
Because he don't rap to the punch.
Exactly.
But
Exactly.
I'm sorry,
had
you
this-
didn't listen to Threat?
Exactly.
I've had
Yeah,
it-
listen to Threat. That
I've
shit
had
There was
wasn't-
no punchlines in Threat.
It wasn't like a
had-
fucking Wayne,
No.
a Royce, or Eminem. I'm talking
Bro,
bar
it's
for
the same
bar.
thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
We talking semantics right now.
No, in Threat he did a lot. He did some setups. He said some
There was
shit.
no punchlines in Threat.
I didn't say that. You arguing the wrong thing. You arguing the wrong thing. That's not the case that I'm making. I love the Black Album. It's a fucking classic, and it's my favorite J album.
really?
Yes, it's my favorite J album.
That's what I
I've
said.
listened to that more than anything.
That's
But
tough.
what I can't say, if I'm being objective, and I'm thinking of this bar for bar type thing, I cannot take anything off of Black Album and put it against Royce bar for bar.
I can't. It's tough.
All I have to do is go to the bar exam.
That's tough.
But if you,
That's him showing off.
yeah.
That's tough. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. I
But if
wouldn't
you're
put
gonna,
Royce over Jay.
but
I
you
see
know what?
you're saying.
Hold on. Let's see the issue with that is he took his favorite Jay. If we take Jay's most punch heavy album,
Bring
and then
it.
I'm sorry,
Bring it. Which one would that be?
Jay's
I don't
most.
even know.
It's tough.
Because
Jay don't-
he's not a bar dominant nigga. He talking
He
to
is
you.
a bar dominant
He
nigga,
talking
but
to you. And
he's
he
never
doing-
had. He's
and
never taken an album off.
And he's doing it.
That's the issue with Jay. Is that he don't take albums
and he's
off.
slick with it.
He is. He's
And he's
He's-
slick with it.
I have had a stank face many times listening to Jay.
I've never had a Jay album that I've listened to without making a stink face.
I've never made it.
Because it's the way he rhymes. Like Royce's stuff is like he says it so blatantly
I'll probably say
that you
Blueprint.
just gonna be like
I'd probably say Blueprint might be the most bar heavy album.
maybe.
But if I put see what's happening is you take bar exam, but then if you take Book of Ryan,
He's not rhyming to the
You can
point.
take Bad Meets Evil.
Yeah.
and then if you take that, you can't put that against any Jay album
Why you can't?
because Jay would win handedly.
Bar for bar, Royce will win. Bar for bar.
That's tough, man.
Royce don't sleep on shit.
If we trying to separate it to like I'm going off the catalog. If I put Jay-Z in a room with Royce and I put a beat on,
Royce is gonna rap.
I told him to rap. More than in their prime, I would probably
I'm going Jay.
be more wild at Royce because Jay's not that. He's like not that type of person. Him and Eminem are cut from a similar cloth. If I put Eminem in the room with Jay, I'll probably be more wild at Eminem. But I like what Jay does more.
There you go.
I just prefer. It's like a
There you
preference
go.
thing.
There you go. And I
I tell you what,
believe that.
I put
preference-
Nas against any nigga on the list though. Nas gonna win.
I hear that. And that's all preference type shit. That's what I'm trying to eliminate.
Except Jay-Z.
That's what I'm trying to eliminate.
Crazy as hell.
I'm sorry, he's 0 for 3.
Joe, you drinking baby shampoo.
Man.
There's no way. There's no way.
Bro,
There's
Nas
no way.
lost success. Nas lost Black
Nas
Republicans.
did not lose success. Nas did not lose success.
Playing the record. I'm gonna play this.
And I'm gonna put this on record too. Black Republican, the record sucks.
It was trash, but Jay
The
had a
whole
better
record
verse.
sucks.
I prefer Jay.
That
But
includes
Jay had a better
Jay.
record.
That includes
But
Jay.
Jay had a better record. He had a better verse.
That was trash and should have never came out. And I love both of them. Shouldn't have came out.
I mean, we can love people and say, hey, we don't really like.
Yeah. Yeah. You better believe it. The way that I'm coming, the way that I'm leaving. It's never a reason for the team to be starving with one of us eating. The game is deceiving. You think you got homies, they turning to legions. This is the season, cause all of my homies are offered the leashes. Yeah, this what we are. Flexing and stunting in cars, putting the check on your arm. The diamonds we on, straight from the motherland, look what we on. Snake on the charm, I can't condone. I seen the bigger picture in the riches, we not taking home. I'm in the zone, getting my credit up, know where I'm headed, this life is alone. Auto with that flow, like a rifle with the pin shade. My enemy, the industry, your favorite rapper enslaved. My legacy engraved, I do this till I'm engraved. Control rage, in pocket like loose change. They gon' plot behind your back and try to get ahead. If you gotta take a L, don't take it to the head. If devoted to the grind, they gon' think you off your meds. You can never stop a movement as soon as it grow legs.
I ain't got no time to push now. If you dummy, I'm gon' put you in your place now. My day won't stay down. We been grinding, now we shining, we don't play around. But I got time, I got time. I got speak up if you got some on your mind, on your mind, on your mind. But I got time, I got time. Speak up if you got some on your mind, on your mind.
Speak up. Be clear, no need for tap dancing. I'm the spook by the door, dressed like a black Klansman. Indeed, what you got on your mind, proceed, but I'll die fighting. We don't abide by the same creed. Smartest people you know are the easiest to mislead. Without a plan, ego driven to a land of make believe. I got time today. I bought a little reprieve, composed poetically. Now I'm aesthetically pleased, under siege. See the pendulum of hypnosis as it swings. Train of thought going through locomotions. Doing mental aerobics, I'm feeding you small doses. Ready for war, I train with Ukrainian soldiers. The coldest, but we polar opposites. My throne where the prophet sits. Like water for chocolate, it should be common sense. Ain't gotta ask how the king bask in opulence. Revenge ain't a dish, it's a kiss from the apocalypse.
I ain't got no time to waste now. If you doubt me, I'm gon' put you in your place now. My day won't stay.
For the record, this kind of doesn't help either of their cases.
At
being
all.
1 and 3.
At all.
I think Nas has a
At
better verse on
all.
the song.
Especially when you talk
No,
about
I'm saying,
Royce.
but what I'm saying is, if we're talking bars, this might have moved both of them down.
Royce.
No, but you just picking out singular moments. If you
Yeah,
go
that's
over the
what-
span of
I'm
Royce's
over-
career,
Royce.
and Nas' career, and Jay's career,
You cannot tell me
Royce is
Royce
not better
hasn't
than
been
them.
consistent with the bars.
If I'm going to
There's
span
no
of
one
hold
on
on.
earth
But if I'm going
that
to
can tell me Royce
Eminem-
hasn't been consistent with bars.
No, well, I'll give you that, but I'm saying if I'm going the span of a career, if I'm going the span of a career, I agreed. I let you guys have the top 3. Eminem really is my number 1. If we're going bar for
Bars,
bar.
he definitely would be number 1.
If we're going bar for bar, I'm gonna let y'all have the 3, but I'm gonna walk away. My mind is gonna be very resound to knowing that Eminem is 1.
And then you go Royce.
I've always had Royce in my top 5, but I'm in a group setting, so that's why I argue Jada.
so
But I gotta take Jada out. Is there did Jada and Royce ever do a record together?
no,
Royce eats.
Eminem and Nas never did a record together either.
It wouldn't make sense.
It depends on the topic.
I think there's a little fear there for somebody. I ain't gonna say who.
There's always fear of a black
I
man.
think it's a lack of want to.
That's probably the bigger thing, honestly, because there's no reason why at this point in their career they shouldn't have.
And
Oh
for
yeah,
the- and
Summer
for-
on Lock.
Some on lot. Yeah.
Hey, come on, let's.
I mean, that's a fun record.
I ain't even gonna hold you though, but
That's
the
a fun
best
record.
verse
And
on
Jada
that,
did not have a good verse
the
on
best
that either.
verse on that record was Fab.
It was good. Fab should definitely be mentioned as far as bars.
No, he shouldn't.
Nah, inconsistent. I mean, not inconsistent. He just
He should.
His money records weren't bar.
That was his money records, but we can't act like what he don't do though. He does this bar shit. He does this shit.
Bars are too elementary for me.
Yo, is Lloyd Banks in his prime
Nope.
on this list?
Not even mentioned.
In his prime.
In his
yeah.
prime, Banks was
Yeah.
Not even a mention.
Banks was really bar for bar.
Overrated.
In his prime, he better than
He
Fab.
was overrated in his prime.
I can't say that. I'll let you have that.
Banks has been overrated.
I'll let you have that one. I can't say that. Can't agree.
Banks been
Royce,
overrated.
Royce line for line better than Lupe?
Bar for bar, not line for line. That's different. We talking bars, baby. We talking bars.
All right.
We talking bars. I go Royce.
All right.
I go Royce.
That's fair.
So let's get this 10 done. This episode is 2 hours. We got Nas. No, let's do the order. Is Nas number 1?
Rhetorical question.
Bar
B.
for bar. No, stop. Not rhetorical. Bar for bars. Nas number 1.
Bar for bar. Eminem goes first.
Eminem 1.
Nas.
I'm gonna vote for Eminem.
Majority rules.
I got Eminem vote.
Majority
Give me another piece of paper. Let's knock this out.
Majority rules.
Thank y'all for staying tuned to the Wave Report.
This passionate-
Officially our longest and most passionate episode. So Eminem is 1. This has been fun too. Eminem 1.
Then I
Give
go
me your entry for number 2.
Royce.
Nas.
So Royce, Nas. I'm gonna go Royce. Detroit has the top 2 bar for bar.
No, they don't. But I mean, that's what we want to say. That's crazy to say.
My third entry.
All right, hold on.
That's
Sorry.
Either one of them niggas.
I got Jay.
Nas.
I got Jay.
None of them niggas are better than Nas.
I'm going Royce.
Line for bar for bar.
Bar for bar.
Bar for bar. I'm going
Nas
Royce.
don't spit punchlines.
Which is, I mean, that's to my point. What I've been saying. The type of
He
MC
just
is-
spit one in success, by the way.
Now, where was the punchline? What was it? Can you quote it?
You can run it back. No, I can't quote it. I don't like that song. I don't like that.
I don't know how we talking about bar for bar. I don't know how Nas is lower than 1 for number 1. I don't know how he's lower than 1, but he in the top 5. Jay-Z not better than Nas bar for bar.
He's not.
I don't agree.
He's not.
Majority rules, because y'all got Eminem at number 1.
We can go Nas number 2, and I have no problem with that.
Number 3. Give me an entry.
You put Royce, right?
Royce.
I got Jay.
I got Jay. I got Jay
Jay's
over
number
Royce.
3.
And then I got Royce. Bar for bar. And then 5.
No, number 4. Who's number 4?
Royce.
Hold on, who the top 3?
We got Eminem, Nas, Jay.
I go Royce.
I go Royce. I was gonna say Lupe, but
It's crazy.
Royce.
Royce has literally come from the ashes.
Yeah, nigga, can't believe y'all niggas forgot about him.
I never forgot about him. He's my favorite
I believe
nigga.
y'all forgot about him.
Number 5.
Lupe.
Majority rules. Damn, I definitely don't agree with. Number 6.
Black Thought.
Pun.
Big L. Let's talk.
If I had to choose, I mean, I think Black Thought, but if I'm just gonna push my bias aside or my preference, Pun.
Pun.
What I prefer, if I put it on the back burner, Pun. Two different type of all 3 of them rhyme differently.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Sure, that's
yeah,
hard
yeah.
to argue.
Oh, I hate this list already. Number
This is a
7.
This is a beautiful list, low key.
Number 7. I got Jada.
I got Ludacris.
Number 7. Who
I
you
got
got?
Ludacris.
Big L or Jada? I go
Jada.
Jada.
Y'all gonna start hating on Luda. Luda,
I
we gonna
ain't
act like Luda ain't have punch
I ain't
on.
hating, he does.
Number 8.
I'm gonna give him respect. I'm gonna keep going Luda.
I got Black
Thought.
I got Biggie.
No way. Black Thought. I'm riding with Black Thought. It's either Black Thought or Luda. I'm not riding. I'm not giving that Biggie thing.
Yeah, I'm definitely not finna say Biggie.
Biggie not top 10. Really.
Okay, Rakim.
Fuck.
8.
Rakim.
Rock him.
Biggie ain't gonna be in this list. You niggas ain't getting it.
Facts. Ludacris.
Let's see, 9. I got 3 stacks and Biggie.
Nine?
I got 3 stacks with Biggie. One of the 2.
What Black Thought at?
He ain't on here yet.
Black Thought.
I got
If
3
I had to
stacks
choose out
with
of
Biggie.
Andre and Biggie, I'm going Andre.
I'm going Kendrick.
I'm going Andre. If I
going
got to
Biggie.
choose out of these, now Biggie's not in my. He's not going to be top 10.
So, we got to pick. We got Biggie.
Kendrick.
We got Black Thought.
Kung Fu Kenny.
Kendrick. Who's the other one? Who'd you just say? Tape?
Black Thought.
Luda.
All right, so
Y'all hating, bro.
is Kendrick better than Biggie? Lyrically.
Yes.
Yeah.
Easy.
So is Black Thought better than Kendrick?
Yeah.
Black Thought.
So we got 9. Black Thought. We don't have Rakim. Yes, we do. We have
Yeah, we do.
Rakim
We
on
get
this
him
list. So Andre 3 stacks is not on this top 10. I just
Not
want to
bar
put it
for
out.
bar.
I would go Kendrick for 10 to round it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
He want Jada so bad.
What Wayne at?
Yeah, I ain't got Wayne on this
He ain't
list.
got Wayne on this. I want him on there. Don't give me
Wayne
I
number
got
10.
so y'all got Big Pun over Big. I can't. I'm not right. Thank you for tuning into the Wave Report. It's your boy Joe Waters. I'm not. I can't do it.
Much respect to the
Wave
late great
Report, baby.
Pun. Much respect to all the lyricists.
We might do the most overrated next episode.
I think we should.
There's gonna be a lot of niggas not come on here.
Hold on. You know what? Hold on.
I don't care.
Tell you what. Yo, if you care about hip hop, if hip hop is something that matters to you, you need to tune in to this episode right now.
Thanks.
Because one of the best rappers of all time, they didn't even put on the list.
He is one of the best rappers of all time. Not one of the best.
And they just said, they just gave me a 10. They gave me a 10 of rappers, and he ain't even on the list.
Yeah, he's not.
This is disrespectful,
Every
bro.
one
He's not one of the best lyricists ever.
I'm sorry. I don't romanticize.
He's not one of the top
people.
10.
And I don't give more credit for death. I'm sorry.
This is disrespectful. I need y'all to tune into this right now. My name, tune in now, son. My name Joe Waters. I'm out of here. I can't do it, bro. Y'all close it out.
Yeah. Hey, man. Got my boy YJ here.
The disrespect!
Y'all know who I am. You know what I mean? Tune in, like, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please.
Wave report.
Holler at us. One love. This man crazy.